there's something inherently like kind of like weird and like it kind of makes you anxious whenever you meet someone, especially like in that context of like, oh, this is an actual date, you know. So I mean, at first it does feel weird because I remember I went on like one of the first Tinder dates I ever went to. Man.
May God bless the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar and this is Danny. I am Oscar.
This girl does not let me wrong. Like I don't miss.
Episode number 20, man.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
You guys, we do not have dates. No, but that's why we're here.
But we're here, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not unfortunately.
Hey.
The people need us.
They are our dates.
Yeah.
I am in a small room with two guys on Valentine's Day.
It's so romantic.
I would rather literally be anywhere else.
Better than being alone.
I'm just
right?
playing.
Yeah. Well, look, all I'm saying is thank God we're Mexican because we're not celebrating the English version of Valentine's Day. We're celebrating
Mexican.
the Mexican one, which is El Día del Amor y la Amistad.
Right.
Emphasis on amistad. Amistad means friendship.
Friendship.
So we're here to celebrate with the friends. You know?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I mean,
That's
being
like
with
the easiest.
girl would be nice, though.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I mean,
but,
but we don't have to.
But you're
tell
stuck
them
here
that.
with us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man,
It could be worse. You could be alone.
it's true.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, and you guys might remember Adrian.
Adrian,
He was here
back.
last time dressed as Spider-Man, so fittingly he is here today dressed as Venom.
That was an accident.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I walked up, I was like, "Oh, did you plan that?" And he's all like, "No, it's just a coincidence."
Yeah.
It's like now everybody's gonna think like every day he has like a Spider-Man
From the
theme.
time I was last here till now, I was like, yeah, you know, I just got a symbiote, you know, just nothing casual.
Yeah, exactly.
Just casual.
sense.
Yeah. Well, Adrian, thank you for coming back and joining us once again.
Yeah, and what a better day to rejoin us as the Love Guru on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So the people who know Adrian know that he's a massive whore. No, I'm just kidding. Adrian's just spent a lot of time like on dating apps, so he's here to give his advice, his wisdom, because he's a love guru.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
a
get this
lover.
knowledge.
Yes.
Learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully you can do better. Find a date for Valentine's next year.
every time Adrian joins the dating app, their servers just crash from all that activity. So,
Yeah, it's because everybody's just swiping on him.
Yeah.
They think it's
Right,
that it's a
right.
bot or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you Johnny Sins? Like, no, I'm the dollar store version.
But we'll learn some of his tricks today.
Yeah.
Looking
I'm
forward.
Sinful
Yeah,
John.
for those of you who don't know who that is, don't look him up. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Adrian, what you been up to since last time? Anything new?
Anything you want to share with the public, with the world, the universe, the
I
aliens?
mean, like, I don't know. It's been pretty like uneventful. So, just ask me if this happened, and I will just say yes or no.
That's not true. There is something you can share with everyone because we were all there 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? Yes, 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know, the little get
We
together.
had a little
Yeah.
get together. It was
Yeah.
nice.
It was
Adrian has a
cool.
little fire pit in the backyard.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was really chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I know something that you got going on. Adrian finally started playing guitar again.
Oh,
he had-
yeah.
Not Guitar Hero, the actual guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, like, he's working on the project. So make sure y'all follow him so I can keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Whether you're under Shredicus Maximus.
Yes.
Yeah. Danny, can you put his tag?
Oh,
This is
God.
for Instagram,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's really good. Like I've been like on his ass for freaking years to like put out stuff because he's so good.
Yeah.
But he's a really shy dude. Like look, you can tell he's getting pink.
overstating it.
He's
He's
getting so
oversta-
pink.
Oh,
Yeah, at this point, the camera is just like this, trying to
Yeah.
stay with his motion.
God, yeah.
Yeah. So I honestly, like, no bullshit. He's talented, and I keep like literally trying to get him to release stuff, and he's finally like he made his plan, and let's hope he sticks to it.
Oh god, pressure's on.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause I was here to talk
Yeah.
about love, not music.
Yeah, no. The good thing is for whenever Adrian returns for the third time, hopefully there'll be an update.
Hopefully there will be.
So
yeah.
you know, there's something
Yeah.
to look forward to, you guys. Yeah, and like honestly, like he does something incredible. Like, you know, I don't want to give away his stick just yet, but he's talented. Follow him, Shredicus Maximus. So how'd you come up with the name Shredicus Maximus?
Okay, so basically, I saw this one YouTube video from a guitar teacher. His name is Ben Eller, and that guy teaches awesome content. But like, he was just like doing like a little sketch or a skit of like those douchebag guitar players that like they just crank an amp all the way, they sound and play like shit.
Like at music stores.
Yeah. So they think they're
yeah.
real badass, but it's just bad. And so he made a skit where like, oh no, he sounds good. He thinks he sounds good with the gain all the way up, but once he turns down the distortion Shredicus Maximus, realizes he's not very good at all.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because to be honest, Adrian's always been really clever with his usernames. Like on Xbox and stuff. I like how he's like, where are you going with this?
I heard stories about that.
Yeah. For the longest, he was known as Daddy Fatsack.
Daddy Fatsack.
Well, I mean, I still am, but before that, I used to be bleached asshole.
I remember, like, you were all like, because you were changing it from one to another, right?
Yeah.
And then you were like, what should we do? And then we brainstormed. And I didn't think he was gonna go through with it because you had to pay money to change it.
Yeah, I did it. I switched it to bleached asshole. And then I think in one game of Halo 5, I was idle, and then they banned me or they didn't ban me, but like they kicked me out of the game.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, that's where Microsoft was like, nope, we're changing your name. And it was just something else. I forgot what.
That's bullshit. You paid money.
You got
I paid money for my bleached asshole, and I want to keep it.
We're going to isolate that and just release that. That was cool. So, Daniel, how about you? You had a lot happening.
A lot? No. I had one.
No? Are you kidding me? It's something gigantic.
No, it's not gigantic. It's actually very tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the Miata, it happened.
Yeah.
And you guys, what happened?
Danny got his car before me.
Yes. It was funny because at the beginning of the week, I was not expecting it to get it. But I got the pre-approved loan, and I was like, you know what? I got to start calling because you only have a month to find it. Mm-hmm. And I saw online that one of them said that they were going to have one. But it was like that for like almost 4 days, and I was like,
I don't really trust them because last time they told me that they had Broncos at the fucking dealership.
So I didn't trust it either. It honestly looked like a placeholder because they had one of each color on the site. Yeah, and they felt very sketchy. But I was like, whatever, I'll give them a call. And then the guy's like, oh, we have some used ones. I was like, no, I want the new one, and I want red and automatic. And then he's like, I'll call you in a bit. He calls me like 10 minutes later. He's like, I have one coming either tomorrow or in 2 days. And I was like, how do I hold it? He's like, just put some like money and then we'll hold it for you. And I was like, here's my credit card. And then that's it. And then we went and and then I told Oscar, I was like, Oscar, you got to call Ford and tell them that they have till Friday to get the Bronco. And then they called me and they're like, it's actually ready on Thursday. And I was like, Oscar, you have till Thursday. and then, I mean, I just...
I know, but it's like, I sold my car like a whole fucking week ago, and it's like genuinely like I not having like the ability to go from place to place. I feel like when I was in fucking high school, man. Yeah, it sucks. But your Miata looks great. I love the color.
Thank you.
Yeah, that thing is very nice. So tiny.
It is tiny. It looks it looks small in the picture.
It's even smaller in person.
It looks way smaller.
I remember when I walked up to Danny, I was like, I genuinely thought it was going to be a little bit bigger.
No.
Yeah, no.
That's what she said.
And that's why there's no date.
That's why we're here recording the podcast.
But thank God these cars are convertible because genuinely, like, if Danny doesn't open it, like, my head is like literally
so,
like.
I gave him a ride back home. He's like, let's go. We got to try it. And then this fool tries to come in. He's like, nope. And I'm like, all right, let me pull down the roof. And then he was able to come in.
Yeah. So. But it's badass.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm
but on the way back, I actually had like a big ass scare. I was so
dude, you called me and you were all like, bro. And
yeah. Like, so off of 45, getting onto 610, like off on that area, like I saw like some I don't know if it was a homeless dude or somebody like messing with people driving by, but like when I was doing the curve, he like pointed at me like that, and I was like, oh my god, this is how I die, And I was so pissed. And then like I called Danny. I was like, did y'all see him? Because
I didn't see him because my mom was with me, and we didn't see him.
Yeah, no, Oscar, you're schizophrenic. Yeah. You imagined that?
No, he was there. He was there. Fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude. He's watching. Subscribe, and then But yeah, and then another thing. I mean, this happened to the both of us. We had our first back-to-back win.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Warzone.
I wrote that down too.
That was so good.
Yeah.
And then we almost had that other win, but we all ran out of ammo.
Yeah.
That was such a good match.
Yeah, no, like genuinely, like, you know, like I'm pretty sure you don't care about Warzone updates, but we've been having so much fun. Like, thank you, James, for joining us,
James
and like
Arnell.
James and Danny literally carry the whole team the entire time. Yeah, they're really good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that because getting double-digit kills is cool, and then
Yeah.
actually winning too is like
Yeah, we won the match, and both James and Danny both had 11 kills.
Yo, I get double-digit kills too. I mean, there's a negative in front, but still.
yeah, you're right. It is
Yeah.
double digits.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot. Last week I went to some pizza place. I mean, not some pizza place. Some taco
yes.
place called Tacos Ka. And look at that product placement right there in the background.
Yeah.
Bam. That's a silent artist hoodie. But the pizza literally, it's just like the flatbread, and they put fajita and cheese on it. So it's literally like a taco pizza.
But
It's
you
amazing.
said that you went with a good expectation and came out with this was great.
Yeah, no, yeah, like it looked good, so I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be good. But when I left, I was like, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's by. You know where La Tia Pancha's at?
It's a flea market.
It's a flea market. Is
Flea
it?
market by airline.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
45 North. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like on the exit we normally would take to go to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Tacos Ka.
Tacos Ka. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it goes
was
with
badass.
the trends.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect name for that. to
Yeah,
be
so
honest.
it's really good. Y'all should go try that pizza.
Oh, would that be like taqueando or something?
Oh,
Taqueando code?
damn. Yo, you have to pay Adrian if y'all steal
For
that.
every pizza you sell, he gets 1%.
Yo, that's actually really smart. Yeah, well, moving on. You guys.
I think that's all I did that week. What did you do? What else did you do?
Let me
If he
check
doesn't
my
have a car, what
list.
the fuck can he do?
I know.
Uh,
Oh well, I went to the movies. Yes.
Yeah, you did. You were like, oh, this movie is
Yeah,
good.
so I genuinely went in with like I watched the trailer because I saw the movie's called Moonfall, and I was like, ah, damn it, like, and it looked like another apocalyptic movie.
Yeah.
I was like, ah, it's like freaking The Day After Tomorrow, or like
2012.
there's a movie called Geostorm.
Oh, Geostorm.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I genuinely, those are probably like my least favorite type of movies, just because the simple fact that I'm like, I don't want to be told like when we're fucking dying.
But
You know,
you would
that-
die by a badass hurricane, bro. Like a badass tornado
badass
with lightning.
hurricane?
Yeah.
With fire and
Yeah,
lightning.
yeah, no, like genuinely, like those movies always piss me off, and it's just
Okay.
but this took a drastic turn. Like I did not see.
Yeah,
it coming,
from the
like,
trailer, there's something weird.
Yeah, and they
going
don't
on.
really give you much on it, which is good because normally, like in trailers nowadays, they literally tell you everything.
Yeah.
Right, they spoil the whole thing in like,
Yeah.
the trailer.
Yeah. So,
Have you even heard about this movie?
No.
Yeah,
me
I don't know
neither.
if it was because I don't watch TV.
and honestly, it didn't even get that big of a rating. It got like
No.
a 5.5
Out of 10.
out of 10 on the
Oh.
IMDb website.
Yeah, well,
So-
it's like genuine.
But it looks sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
It looks cool because of all the graphics and all this stuff. It looks like something you would want
Yeah.
to watch on the big screen.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't want to give away too much from it, but I had given an explanation about the whole Halo
The
thing
trailer
before.
probably gives away more than you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
to be honest.
it's just like I had given I had explained a lot about like Halo, how like like they reset the universe and
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah.
Like it has a lot to do with like that, you know. And like I remember I was just thinking about how like the Dune movie was like, oh, this is like the next Star Wars, blah blah blah. I was like, this is like the first sci-fi movie that actually gets me like hyped.
Oh.
You know, not like Dune wasn't like
Oh, yeah,
it for
nah,
me.
Dune.
But yeah, other than that, I made this really cool graphic that involves aliens.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to show it off because look how cool that looks.
It is pretty cool. I want it for my
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
You gonna let me have it? You
I-
gonna let me have it?
It's on the drive.
No, but
you
I
already
know,
have
but
it.
they don't know that.
Yes, you can have it.
Okay.
Yeah, Sierra was like, "Yeah, I should make shirts." And I'll be like, "Yeah."
How do you make a shirt of that? Like the painting thing or what?
No, well, we can. Well, they do layers and stuff
That
for
thing,
like and
huh?
stuff. Yeah, but other than that, like honestly, like the black part, it's not gonna. If it's on black shirt, you don't even have to worry about it. All you have to worry about is the purples and
The
the,
purple
greens.
and the white.
Yeah,
and the
well,
green.
whatever. There's a lot of colors, so it might be expensive. Yeah, but
Yeah, but y'all paying for it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And keeping on the same like weird scientific thing, bam, yo, there's a new Jurassic
Yeah.
World.
Oh yeah,
movie
that was
coming
really
out.
cool when the actors came up, the old ones. The
Mhm.
other two was like
Yeah, because you watched the trailer. Adrian didn't, because Adrian doesn't keep up.
no,
with-
because Adrian he's busy doing music.
oh,
All right, He ain't got no time for no movies.
I
No
set
movies
aside
and
a
no
lot of
boobies.
music
That's
to-
why he's here.
Damn, you freaking poet.
Yeah.
Well, I know what will cheer you up, Adrian. How about a beer?
Sure.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
get it though.
So I'm not fully healed, but can I have a little bit?
Yeah. We'll let you just sample it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you said there's only 2. There's
There's like a bunch of different beers there.
Yeah, but the thing is, some of those, they're for me.
You wanted the red one?
Yeah, I'm asking this one, right?
No.
Is the one you want?
No,
They're
no.
both the same, I think.
No, they're
Right?
different. Just get 2
They're
of the red
different.
ones.
They're different.
We're both trying to because we're rating them all together.
Now, if you don't know what these fools are doing, come in the next episode and then the next one because we'll show those other beers.
Yeah. So we're drinking.
Vodka.
How would you pronounce this? Volation.
Oh, that's an O?
Yeah.
Volic.
That's Volition.
Volition.
I guess. I don't know.
All right, by Threes Brewing. Yeah, so I downloaded this app called Tavern, which like allows you to buy like a bunch of random beers from a bunch of like like little breweries that only make limited runs of like certain kind of beers, And you gotta pour into your cup. And now, whenever we went to the brewery, they told you to pour it, so you're not tasting the
No,
aluminum.
they said you just gotta cover your nose so you don't smell the can.
Yes, and literally that's why they pour them into a cup whenever you in here. Danny.
Yeah, but now I'm making dirty dishes.
You're not gonna wash them.
I still want to be considerate.
Yeah, well, hopefully we like it.
It's
Put
okay.
it at an angle enough. Son of a bitch.
How bad is it?
Pretty foamy.
That's terrible.
See, he
Yeah.
yelled at me last
So,
time.
this is from New York City. It's from Brooklyn, and it is I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Schwarzenegger. No, I don't know.
It's an Arnold.
Schwarzbier.
Swords beer. I don't know, but
Schwarzbier.
where's the style?
Where does it?
In the middle.
Yeah, Schwarzbier.
Yeah.
That's how that's
Okay, you
spelled,
got
I
to add the
think.
accent to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Almost there. Almost there.
4.5. So let's try this. Cheers, you guys.
Yeah, foam.
Being
It's my first beer post surgery too, so it's probably gonna be a 10 out of 5 anyways. It smells good.
good.
Yeah.
It smells good. Just the
Did you already
smell.
taste it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Uh,
But it could be that also I miss beer. So it's like I'm biased. I just like the smell.
Yeah, this is so good. I don't know if I miss Santos, but it gives me that Santo-y aftertaste. It's so good. Yeah, well, shout out. How'd you pronounce it?
Schwarzbier.
No, the type the
Volition.
yeah.
Oh, Volition.
Yeah, well, it's good. What do y'all give it?
But remember, my scores were a little bit harsh because I was in the middle.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5. Adrian?
What's
Out of
the out of 5?
Yeah,
I would say I'd give it like a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 too.
4 or 5.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
All right. Not bad.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely not
Yeah.
bad.
It looks good.
4
But
Schwarzes.
back to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Yeah, I'm excited. I love the franchise.
What did you think of the second movie as compared to the first movie? And by first and second, I'm referring to the new trilogy, not the old movies. Because I really liked the first movie.
The one with Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole trilogy. I'm forget the old movies.
The main thing I did not like about this new trailer, to be honest, right now I'll give it to what you said. The birds, the dinosaurs don't have feathers.
There was one that did.
No, but the T-Rex literally
the
they
T-Rex
already
did,
like proved that they had feathers,
Yeah.
and they didn't.
So what? I bet it looks cooler without the feathers. I'd rather take a reptilian dinosaur looking thing than a fucking giant chicken.
I get that, but whenever I talk about this, there's people who are in denial,
Yeah.
and they refuse to accept the fact that it happens.
It's
So
good.
now, like the next generation of kids is gonna watch this movie and not believe that they look like chickens.
They're gonna grow in a bliss like us.
Means that's fine. I mean,
He's like, okay.
it's a
Okay.
movie about fucking dinosaurs
Look,
being
It's
cloned.
it's still a dinosaur. The
Look,
only difference is they have feathers. They said that they think that they were colorful.
Yeah, I have a theory.
Yeah.
I think I know why they don't have feathers.
Why?
Because the ones where they revived them, they had no feathers no more.
What do you mean?
Okay, let's be a little bit more. Let's be a little bit more.
Yeah, I was like, he's talking
realistic.
because they were dead.
It's gonna be harder to sell toys with dinosaurs that have feathers. You know how much more difficult it'd be to sculpt feathers onto pieces of plastic?
First of all, people haven't been buying dinosaurs for a long time, you know?
If you put it in a video game, it's gonna be a bitch to animate that as well.
I mean,
And then visual effects for a movie.
We haven't had a
Dude, there's a Jurassic
game
World
it's the
video
Lego
game.
one, right?
Yeah, I just bought the Lego
See,
one.
so
But there's another actual Jurassic Park or Jurassic
but
World.
it's like a tycoon thing where you like build a park and you.
Can you break the dinosaurs out so they can eat the people?
I don't know what you can do, but the dinosaurs get sick, and then you have to like. I know because my
Take care
little
of
cousin
them
was
and
playing
stuff.
it. Yeah. And you build like a park, and
Yeah.
people come and look.
Oh, well
But,
then.
What was I gonna say? No, I honestly think that it would look cool if
Yeah.
they put them feathers on them.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think they said they think that they were very like bright and shit, so it looked crazy. Yeah, Danny. So I genuinely do not remember the Jurassic World 2 part. It's like I remember that they break out and like there's that's whenever they make that new dinosaur, right?
Yeah, the crazy one.
The
Well, no, it
it was
even-
the
no, no,
Abdominus Rex.
Well,
But
no,
no, it's-
the blue one like came out in the first one, and then there's like a yellow one in the second one or some shit, right?
Well, no, in the first
The first one was the Velociraptor. The blue one's the Velociraptor.
Yeah, there's that one. And
yeah,
then
those
there's,
are like his pets.
and then like the T-Rexes are like in the second movie, right? Because
No,
there's
the
like
T-Rex
no,
still
the
in the
T-Rex
first
was in the
one.
first one. On the new one,
Yeah.
they're like
no, but they made a
they're trying to-
mutated yellow one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yes, that's the Abdominus Rex.
Oh, whatever. I remember the name.
Yeah, I'm
But-
pretty sure that's it.
but it doesn't have feathers, so
Not to go.
fuck it.
Okay, since you
think
brought
that
up
one
the
might have
feather,
had feathers
I
too.
honestly think that they're not gonna do the feather thing because otherwise it wouldn't connect with the first movies, and then they'll be like, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah,
They're
that
trying
makes
to
a
be
lot
the
of
same.
sense.
But if you look at the trailer, there is one that has feathers, and I think that might be because of this.
Yeah.
There's one that looked like with red feathers and
I
stuff.
don't know.
And I thought it looked cool.
I saw the trailer and I was like, yo, I'm so glad they finally were able to compare the size of the pterodactyls with like regular things.
Yeah.
Because they're gigantic.
They're big.
And every time like we saw them like in like cartoons and stuff, is seeing them next to big ass dinosaurs, so I can never gauge it.
And
But
the
my
thing is-
God, they're huge.
Well, there's also like a theory
Mm-hmm.
because they found bones of one. I think it's called a Quetzalcoatlus because they found it somewhere in Mexico, and it's like a giant.
Oh, that giant snake.
No. No. It's an actual dinosaur.
What? Well,
You're talking about Quetzalcoatl,
yeah,
which is the god.
Yeah,
which is the
because
god of the
I was
Aztecs.
like, is that why they named it after
They
that?
named it after that.
Okay.
They named it after that.
Okay.
But it's just a what's it called? The name of the bird? The name
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, it's a pterodactyl, but it was like bigger than a bus, and it was so big that they believed that it didn't even fly because its
really?
wings were so big. Like the only time they thought it flies if it like glided like from a mountain down.
So that's,
and that's it.
The giant,
Like-
More like a giant
the
squirrel.
Titan King or
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
something like that. Huh?
Like the Titan King that's
Yeah,
so
like
big
the
he
Titan
can't
King.
even freaking walk.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. But yeah,
That's
I just
Attack
thought
on
that was
Titan,
cool. You
sorry
can
for
look it up,
that.
Quetzalcoatlus, and then they have
Look
it.
at that so
in-
close to Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah. They have the remain. I think they've only found one, and they have the remains at University of Texas.
Yeah, because I went to the museum and then I remember seeing how huge it was. I was like,
Yeah,
God
they're
damn!
pretty big.
And like we don't really think about how big these things were.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, thank God these movies are literally putting it on into
That's what she said.
perspective.
No,
What?
she didn't think how.
Yeah, she's not here today. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's so cool because remember when we were talking about the books that Jurassic Park came from a book,
Yeah, from a book.
and like, did you know that?
No.
Yeah, well, see, Adrian doesn't even seem like he cares. Yeah, well, for those of you who do, it was supposed to be about like a young person who like clones one, but whenever they were to make it into a movie, they're like, that's really dumb and hard to explain.
Yeah, how do you
So,
clone
so
one?
they just changed it into a freaking.
I think that was more clever than the clone.
The yellow rock. That
Yeah.
was nice.
Yeah, the amber. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. So the Super Bowl just happened, and
True.
we don't really watch sports here, you know. But
I mean,
there was the halftime show. And you know, as soon as it comes out, there's memes about everything, you know. So everybody was making fun of 50 Cent, which is super unfortunate because of course he's getting older.
why is he upside down?
So in the music video, whenever he came out, he was upside down. So it was like
Ah.
paying homage to like his own music video. But it's just like he's a little chunkier, so everyone was saying that he was $1 instead of 50 cents. We're just so fucked up. But
I saw memes.
yeah, I know y'all didn't watch the halftime show, but I thought it was really, really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Rams actually won, so it was a good day to be from LA.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Were you rooting for the Rams?
I didn't give a
No?
crap.
Okay.
But I mean, if anybody's gonna win, hopefully it's the home team. So LA. Yeah, and like the performances were really cool. They had Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
I heard people seem to enjoy
and
it.
Eminem was there. It was all like West Coast musicians, you know.
Right.
So it was really, really cool. Yeah, and then Eminem played "Lose Yourself." That's something you can get behind. And that's pretty much my update. I thought it was pretty cool. I know a bunch of people were crapping on the weekends last time, and I think it was just because he was missing a bunch of background dancers. I think there was only they were only in it like at the end.
Okay.
And like
so it felt like
it felt more like a concert than a performance.
Okay.
Till the end. At the end, everybody's dancing on the freaking.
Yeah, no, I
football
vividly
field.
remember we were watching it at Chris's house.
Yeah,
and
they
she was
were
like,
shitting on it,
she was
remember?
like shitting on it. It's like, well, like, because I put myself in the position of a musician. It's like, oh, dude, like he's, he sounds fine and
great.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And then she's like, oh, that was fucking boring. And it's just like, right, like. Most viewers for that event want the big ass spectacle and all this other shit,
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Kendrick Lamar came out on it too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so like we're never gonna get an album from him because he's taking forever, but at least he performed. It was pretty cool. But yeah,
that's a loyalty fellow, right?
Yes, Humble, right?
Yeah, humble. Yeah, and Good Kid, Mad City, like he performed that, and it was really, really good. Yeah, so everybody should go rewatch it. I got another weird message on.
How come I don't get more messages? You actually respond.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm more active on Instagram, I guess.
Probably. I'm not.
Yeah, but it's nothing great. It's just like another fucking scam, Danny. You should.
Lopez Jimmy.
They're the ones who were like messaging you.
Yeah, the Bitcoin
about
people.
Bitcoin mining.
Just invested 1,000 on Bitcoin
Danny
mining,
got 2 of these weird accounts to message each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Check out last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16K.
So there's that. And remember we talked about Futurama last episode, and like immediately after, like they announced
reboot,
they announced
the revival.
the revival. Yeah, so people were complaining because Bender's not going to be in it.
You were telling me about it.
And and clearly, like Bender is such a huge part of the show that it makes sense why.
Honestly, when you talk about the show, him is the first thing that pops into my mind, and I didn't even watch the show.
Yeah, just him and Fry.
Fry's dog.
Seymour.
Yeah. Oh, see, he knows the name of the dog. Last time we
there
couldn't
you go.
remember the name of the dog.
Yeah, Seymour.
Yeah, and like the story, like how he waits for him to come back and he never does. Yeah. So he wanted to be paid more, He made the show what it was, to be honest.
Right.
And like he's all like, if I was an actor, I wouldn't even bat an eye when I demand more money. And he's right.
Yeah, no,
So-
usually voice talent gets shafted a lot, dude.
Yeah.
And it's so different because I've seen like so many voice actors complain, because I fucking love voice acting, like watching them do the voices and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
because
awesome.
you have many impressions under your belt. you want to display your talent?
I mean, not really. It's gonna look really stupid.
No,
You
it's
can
not.
you can do your Barney again.
No, I'm not gonna do the Barney. I'm not drunk.
Okay.
I mean,
After
I
he
can't-
drinks more beer, we'll get him to Barney.
But like I've seen like some of them like, like they'd rather pay like a big name actor that doesn't have the same experience doing voice acting, because it's like a completely different ball game.
As like Chris Pratt's gonna be Super Mario.
Super Mario.
I continue, you were saying.
But yeah, like there's one actor, freaking Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. He's also the Joker, and he's apparently he was shat on by the other voice actors. So it's like, why is he like standing up to do his lines and all this stuff? And then like you hear him like give the whole like crazy like laugh and like the delivery of everything. It's like that's why he stands up. You know?
Yeah.
And like for freaking John DiMaggio, like it makes sense for him to want to make more money, because like, dude, he's fucking Bender. He made the show. He's fucking Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. He's Jake the dog.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And so like, I mean, he has like
I always
a whole...
forget the Gears of War thing.
Yeah. No, and like, dude, he has a whole slew of freaking good
Yeah.
work. Showcasing his talent.
And these guys, they're gonna make more money.
It's
from
not like
the
Hulu
reboot.
doesn't have the money.
Dude, isn't it owned by fucking Disney?
No, so it's coming back. It would have come back in. Maybe Disney doesn't want it on their platform because they're letting Hulu do it.
No,
Well, but Hulu will let them in, but who makes it? I don't think it's Hulu who makes it, right?
Oh no, well,
Futurama.
I think,
Well, no, 'cause,
but they're saying Hulu's the one that doesn't want to pay.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Hulu's the one who's like backing it.
Then they back.
You know, and I'm pretty sure they had like a budget, and because he wants more money, they're probably like, nah, fuck him, we could just replace him. And that's a problem that they were talking about it, because voice actors are like, oh, well, they always tell us that anybody can do our job.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all like, so that's why everybody, like the fans are saying that we should.
Yeah,
everybody
Can
should
you
boycott.
imagine if they try to do some shit like that with like the voice of Homer Simpson? God, that'd be like no.
Well, like for me, it would be the voice of Goku, because I recognize, like, in Spanish, I recognize his voice. He does Bruce Willis. Any movie of Bruce Willis put in Spanish is Goku's voice, and every time I hear his voice, I'm like, that's Goku. I'm like, hey, Bruce Willis, he's Goku, and he does many other movies. No,
every
time I hear it, I'm
it genuinely
like,
makes
Goku.
sense, because there's a lot of times that you watch something and you're like, I recognize that voice. It's like, it's just like we like when you care about something, you remember it, and like honestly, like they should have paid the money, and hopefully they back out.
Hopefully they pull through, but like a lot of the actors in English, they seem to have like their Spanish translator, because Ryan Reynolds is also always the same voice in Spanish. Doesn't matter which movie he does.
Eddie Murphy is Eugenio Derbez.
Eugenio Derbez for Donkey, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it for everything or just?
No, I'm just saying he's a doggy for sure.
yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't put it past it, because to be honest, I'm like it would make sense.
Yeah, it's the same style.
Well, I mean, like Eugenio Derbez looks like he would voice a donkey, so
it is true.
You put a picture just so people who don't know who knows who
Eugenio Derbez is. But I mean, I don't know. I think Shrek in Spanish is better than English.
Yeah. No, the Pimpón one. He's like, ¿conoces a Pimpón? He's like, se lava la carita con.
Sí, se lava la carita.
Yeah.
So worried.
Oh, dude. Okay, well, terrible impressions aside, there's like, remember, I'm always gonna go back to, is there a good billionaire out there?
You said
and
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, is
he a billionaire?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, he pisses me off in other spots, because
Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing which spot he pisses you on?
Oh, just like like tax stuff. Like billionaires don't want to pay taxes, so that's
you don't want to pay taxes because you saw you got.
First of all, I'll gladly pay them.
Yeah.
Second of all, freaking Jeff Bezos is trying to destroy like a historic bridge.
Wait, he tried or he already did?
No, so it has to go through approval, and then I brought this story up because it's not like the main one. The main one was one telling us what was happening. This is the retaliation. Okay, so they're saying that the people who, if it gets approved, that the people of the town are threatening to like throw eggs at the yacht.
Do tomatoes?
No, I think eggs like mess up
they fuck
like
up the paint.
Oh, they do. Okay, do eggs. Do eggs.
Yeah, so it's got to be like
Do
something that will scare him. But I mean,
Okay.
Jeff Bezos has enough money to like hire his own personal military to make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, but I don't think the military would
another
shoot at
yacht.
the people.
No, but it just keeps them away.
Nah, you would. I think people would more gladly do it.
What do you think security guards are for? Like they're not
if you
meant
go
to hurt someone, but they'll keep you away.
If you get in the boat, but if you're from the outside throwing eggs,
If I have enough money, I'll pay people to stand in front of the water and make sure no one throws something at me.
how are they gonna stop you from throwing an egg?
I'll hire enough people.
How are they gonna stop you though if they're on the boat? Oh, you mean like they're gonna be outside?
Yes.
You make some bazooka eggs. Throw them from far away. There's YouTube guides on how to do it. They threw freaking oranges and watermelons.
But can an egg hold the pressure from being shot out?
We'll figure it out.
They'll drop the eggs like an atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. You pre-break the eggs. You make big balls and something, and then you throw that.
Oh, so it's just yolk and stuff?
Yeah.
Ugh, that sounds gross.
Everyone, get your whisk.
Yeah. Yeah. But I thought that was funny. Yeah. Hopefully they pull it through because, fuck that, So I was scrolling through Twitter. Okay. And I saw like the funniest like art related story I've seen in a long, long time.
Is it more invisible art?
No, it's way better than that.
Way better than
So just look at this.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So it says so it's in euros, so I think it says it's over $1 million painting was ruined after a security guard drew eyes on the faceless figures.
I mean, they needed eyes. How are they gonna look?
Do you see like the little dots?
I see the eyes.
He ruined a freaking painting. Like
I know.
Right, I'm like, he's never gonna be able to pay that off.
No, he's
especially
not.
being a security guard, fucking moron.
It's a Russian gallery, so he's probably disappeared now.
Y'all want to hear the worst part?
What's up?
It was on his first day of work.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah. Or does it say that? Oh.
No,
first day of the
I
job.
followed up with it. I think the insurance kicked in to pay it back.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
everything has to be insured, but he's still gonna get
that
fined.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
like-
No, the insurance company is gonna go after him,
yeah.
but he's screwed because he fucked it up.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
does
I
look
wouldn't
nice with
do
the
that.
eyes, though.
Ridiculous. It looks better with the eyes.
Yeah.
It kind of does.
He didn't
They
do it
should
on
be
the red
paying
one.
him.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, he didn't do it on the red one. I mean, you could say he improved the art.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, now it's $1 million worth it.
Yeah.
Now he has eyes.
I just don't know how old it is. I'm pretty sure that's what adds value to all this bullshit.
And
'Cause,
they
you know,
probably also the painter,
Yeah.
whoever painted it.
Yeah, because that painting alone looks ugly as hell. I wouldn't drop $1 million for that. Would you, Adrian?
Do I look like I would?
No, but the characters kind of look like you.
You know,
They have hair.
Oh, it's probably the light. I was gonna say the original has like color on the shirts, but that's probably
it's
the
zoomed
light.
in.
Yeah,
No, one is zoomed in too.
yeah, but like this, if you look at this one looks very gray. This one looks yellow, but it'd probably be a light.
Yeah, no, you're
It'd be
right.
lighting.
Yeah, no, but can you imagine fucking up that bad?
That happened once with a little kid. He like leaned on
Oh
something
yeah.
on
He
a statue.
passed it, yeah, and then he tore down the whole thing.
Yeah, and it
And
was
he
like,
was, like, jumping around and playing
yeah,
it.
thousands of dollar statue or something like that,
I don't think it was like I think it was like an artifact or some shit like that.
like a vase or something. No, like,
I forgot what it was. But
Something
it was
like
something
that.
old. And
Yeah,
yeah. This little kid, he was like 4 years old, just fucked it up, man.
You know, he fucked his parents up. That's the only damage he really did.
he
'Cause
got
someone's got to pay for that.
He got
Yeah.
the spanking of his life.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's see what's next on our list.
A bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah. All right, like so. This has been like stuff like this happens like every year, and like right now everybody online like is literally like they're shitting on them because the simple fact that it's like you're asking your ex to be your witness basically, and it's like there's so many petty people out there. You're gonna try to screw over a bunch of people. So like it's like whenever like the cops throw up like like oh it's Valentine's Day. Do you have like a scorned ex? It's like turn them in. So it's basically inciting people to be snitches. So
How much are they paying? I'm just playing.
no, on some of them they've actually given
No, I
like
was-
they actually
no,
put
but-
rewards. I don't know about this
No,
one.
but I asked as if I was interested.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
no.
gotta get going.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't think that they should be like honestly calling out people like that because you're literally just gonna be swatting people. That's all it is. I'm like obviously like not a military force is not gonna show
So
up.
what exactly? Bias and guns sells illegally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's just in this case.
okay.
Like there's a
But
bunch
they
of
do it for
there's a
different
bunch of different counties who like every.
I
like,
mean, there might be some cases in which is good.
I know, but let's
human
say,
trafficking. Like, you
yeah, but
find
let's
out
say
you're-
that you have like an ex who was pissed off at you,
right.
and be like, "Yo, fucking Danny sells crack,"
Yeah, yeah,
and
and I don't.
like they show up to your fucking house and break down.
Yeah,
and be like,
it's just like, you dumb bitch, I sell
yeah,
heroin.
Like, what-
and now they have probable cause because someone accused you.
yeah.
Now we know. Luckily, this one doesn't seem like it has like a reward, but I've seen some that actually do.
Mm.
So
Oh, yeah, makes
just
sense.
whenever y'all break up, make sure y'all leave it in amicable terms. Because
What a fancy word, man.
yeah, I know. Got the thesaurus. So, me and Kanye West.
Yeah, you two been
squashed
talking, right?
yeah, we
Yeah,
we
I saw
squashed our
that.
beef, and look at this nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clearly not Photoshop.
It is not.
yeah, not at
It
all.
looks very real, I think.
Yeah,
I like how we wrote gurus through the line and not like on it.
First of all, if you want your letters to pop, make them bigger than the lines. You know?
Right.
It's contrast 101.
Yeah, and first of all, he's an artist. Don't judge him.
Don't judge him.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
he's having to deal with Pete.
Wait,
Leave him alone.
doesn't that like you kind of judge art and that's how you decide if you like it or not?
Yeah. And it is open to interpretation.
Yeah.
But not whenever it comes to the gurus.
Right.
Yeah,
Remember,
we love it.
We know what's up.
Yeah, so don't judge him.
Okay.
I judge him. Yeah, because he's been fucking like shitting up a storm this entire week. Like, first of all, he started off by attacking Billie Eilish.
What did she do?
So whenever she was at a concert, she like somebody needed like an inhaler, and then she's like, "We wait for our people to get better before we continue playing our music," So Kanye goes on the fucking rant. I think Kanye's headlining Coachella, and he's basically threatening not to perform until she apologizes. Yeah, and first of all, he's like, she's 20,
but
like, the dude's like 50.
But from this, it doesn't look like she was referring to Kanye. So Kanye is defending Travis.
So she replied
shit about Travis. Right?
No. She replied. She's like, I didn't like. It was no slight to him. She's like, I wasn't even thinking about him.
Oh,
you know. But Kanye West, because he wants to be in everything.
That's how he took it and spun it.
Yeah, he took it as an attack on Travis. So clearly, you think he has some kind of blame too. Because if not, why the fuck do you feel the need to defend him?
I mean, yeah, he's saying apologize to Trav and the families of people who lost lives.
Yeah, which she didn't even bring up. He brought them up.
Yeah, and either way, why would she apologize to the families? It's not like she's saying we wait, unlike the other dude who didn't.
Yeah, but because now he's the poster child for freaking terrible incidents at concerts. When 11 people die.
Has that been resolved? Like, has Travis Scott gotten anything?
No. First of all,
he got taken off of Fortnite.
Yeah, he got removed.
Oh no! So things like this take years.
Yeah, you're right. And I think we said that day.
We're not gonna know anything about.
So
this
if you want to know, stay tuned in the Unqualified podcast. We'll let you know when it happens.
If it happens, because
I'm gonna have hair when it gets resolved.
There you go.
Or less.
Right.
Yeah, but. Like, it didn't stop there. He also, like, he's been feuding with Pete Davidson.
Okay.
That's why it sparked up our conversation. Who did we think would win in the fight? Pete Davidson or Kanye West? No, you'll know who either of them are.
Nope. I know Mr. Kanye, but not the other fella.
So, he started, like, tweeting up bullshit. Like, he was saying that Pete Davidson was sending Mac Miller pictures of him and Ariana, like, whenever they were together, like, and that was before Mac Miller ended up dying from an overdose. So he's like bringing up like bad shit just to attack Pete. But it's like the worst thing about it is like he's trying to form a case saying that like he's not unstable, and yet everything he's doing is just like super erratic, and it's just like he's like a genuinely terrible dude. So that's supposed to be Voldemort Adrian, because I know you don't care about Harry Potter.
The nose.
So that date, supposedly his album's supposed to drop.
Okay.
So that's why they're saying that's gonna happen.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what everybody's expected. And I saw this right here that Kanye tweeted like the whole Civil War thing. And then
let's see. Billie Eilish on the right side.
Yeah.
Kanye. Who's he?
And Taylor Swift is all the way at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that dude is. I'm not the most familiar with everything going on in pop culture.
Who's the white chick on the left side?
It might be the girl he's dating. But I think they broke up too. But point is, I like the caption. That's why I included it in there. He's all like that. This is funnier than anything Pete Davidson has ever said.
Kanye West.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And this is not like to make fun of, his mental health. Clearly he needs help. But it doesn't excuse him for being a jackass.
But don't you have to kind of like accept first that you need help?
Yeah, he's never going to do that. No, he's not going to do that. No.
Isn't he like a massive egomaniac?
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, can you imagine like having mental problems and being an egomaniac on top of shit?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't being an egomaniac be the mental health problem, or is that something
no? Because he's like clinically got shit going on.
Oh.
The egomaniac is just like I don't know what
just came about the fame.
Yeah.
Very selfish. Not selfish.
Yeah. Well, that's enough.
Well, since you have this Civil War Marvel stuff, they're removing the Defenders from Netflix.
Oh, what a segue, huh?
What a segue.
Yeah,
he's like,
so they're moving everything Marvel related. Adrian doesn't give a crap about anything.
See, the only reason I give a crap,
he'd only care if they were removing Dexter from like everything.
A quick thing about the Marvel thing is just like, I understand there's a distinction between like Marvel and MCU. And one thing that pisses me off is when people say, I love everything Marvel, when they mean MCU. It's just like, okay, what do you think about Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage or Blade Trinity? It's just like, or like the fucking Daredevil from 2004,
And look, I'm gonna follow your complaints, because I talk shit about Endgame all the time. But I'm not referring to the MCU. I'm referring to the Netflix TV shows only. Because that's actually how I got into Netflix.
Adrian recently like marathoned all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he was when he prepared for like the Spider-Man.
Oh,
and
the movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since he literally just like marathoned all of them, you can ask him the questions. So he's more like
he's
up to date.
Fresh
with it.
in your mind.
Yeah, well,
so
semi-fresh.
So here's my thing. So I First of all, it pisses me off. Well, now things change with Spider-Man movie because they introduced the old Spider-Mans into the MCU. It used to be that Iron Man is the first MCU movie.
Yeah, now
and I was all pissed because I was like, no, it's not. It's the Hulk. That's the first MCU movie. But whatever.
But is it? Because I know Ghost Rider's also.
No, but I mean, like Ghost Rider wasn't part of the.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean now.
And Hulk was, and Hulk. It's even though they change actors, it's the same character. But the thing is, the first, I think the first 2 Hulk movies were different studios.
What do you mean by Hulk being the first one? Because Iron Man came out, and then like 2 months later, the Hulk did.
No, there was the original Hulk.
Oh, you're talking about like fucking Lou Ferrigno Hulk?
Yes. Like,
that's the old one.
It's called the Hulk.
No, there was a different one before the
one when
Edward
he's in like
Norton
Brazil
one.
or that.
There's the one where he fights the dogs and his father. And his father becomes like this thing of
that was like that one-off before the whole MCU.
Right. But see, the thing is, that movie ends with him going over to Brazil. It says somewhere South America. It doesn't say Brazil. But then the second movie, The Incredible Hulk, he comes back from South America to the U.S. And the villain is a soldier who was made into like this monster
abomination
thing by the father-in-law. And it was the same actor, and the chick he was in love with was the same chick. And then at the end of that movie, it's when I don't know if it was the post-credit scenes, Iron Man comes in, or Tony Stark comes in.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then he says like, oh, I don't know, he gives him something, and he grabs it, and he leaves off to the woods. Yeah. And then that's when we get the rest of the movies. And I go, obviously they're connected because you even have the same actors, not the main actor for the Hulk, but at least the side actors, they're the same.
Mark Ruffalo.
Because like literally, like from the Edward Norton Hulk, the only thing that they kept from that movie was just the general guy. He made it through the rest of the MCU. Mm-hmm. And then they changed.
No, but it clearly proves his point, though.
I think I know why they say it is because it was a different studio, and maybe they can't link it. But I'm like, no. Story wise, it's there now. Obviously, Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire is the first one, which I'm like, all right, fine. This is how they beat me, fucking multiverse. This is how I lost.
You should have prepared for that.
I was not prepared for that. But anyways, but my thing was like, I enjoy the first few movies, and then after that, like, it feels like it's the same recipe, kind of, again, just with different superpowers.
Clearly it is. I mean, I remember when they were writing stuff, like, they were talking about how literally, like, everybody has a love interest because they want to grab the girl. Right. Everybody, you need the hero, the bad guy. So it's the formula.
It's a hero formula.
Like, every Captain America is a conspiracy movie, you know?
Okay. No, and you're right. I mean, it's a hero formula, right?
Yeah.
And you mess around with the superpowers.
Yeah, the only one that didn't work is, like, Thor.
Yeah, I suppose. Honestly, I think the first Thor was okay. The other two.
See, I remember. I think Sierra was the one talking about how she didn't like Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was the third one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I genuinely feel like that one was it's a comedy movie. It's freaking hilarious.
Like little thing.
You know, did you like that one?
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing with me is like that there's some like inherent bias with it because keep in mind, I didn't watch any of the MCU movies aside from like Iron Man when it came out. Excuse me. Yeah. Iron Man when it came out. And I marathoned all this shit in preparation for Spider-Man. So it's like I was a college student. I literally just crammed all this shit all at once so I could understand like most of the context going on for Spider-Man.
So at some point, does everything just like blend together?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, Captain America's on a conspiracy theory, or fucking Hulk's like he like shows up and then he leaves, and then he comes back in fucking Ragnarok, and it's just like I don't know. I mean, and the point I'm trying to make is like, after a while, it kind of meshes all together, and just looking at it in a perspective like, okay, this is what led to that. I wasn't nitpicking like a fucking nerd, like, oh, why did they do this? Why did they do that? It's just like, all right, this, like, some movies were boring, others were more exciting and more fun to watch, but that's the basis that I had for just the whole entertainment value. Like, okay, well, this one's like, whatever. Like, I kind of disregarded the comic book lore behind the heroes or whatever they had pre-established in other media. So I just like literally just crammed everything just to get a general gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
The only like I knew the whole spoiler with the whole Tony Stark deal in Endgame before I watched it, and like it's
kind of hard to miss, to be honest.
The thing is like when I watched it, I don't know if it's just me because I knew it was gonna happen. The thing that makes me sad about the whole MCU thing, like Endgame, is the fact that I missed out on the whole phenomenon. That's because there will never ever be something that's so established for so long with so much shit going on, where everyone unanimously is like, okay, that was awesome, you know?
Yeah,
that's what I feel sad about.
See, so
FOMO.
That FOMO, yeah, that's exactly what I was. Yeah.
FOMO.
I was like, FOMO is a real thing.
I just learned that term long ago, and I'm like, I have to use it.
Yeah, so
I was genuinely, I literally paused. I'm like, man, should I just say fear of missing out or say FOMO?
Okay.
And then you beat me to it.
Yeah. So like literally when I found out that fucking Tobey Maguire was gonna be in the new, and I was like, okay, I am not missing out for that shit. Toby is, I grew up with that. I need to watch it. I even watched the Garfield movies as well. And it's just the Andrew Garfield ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the fucking cat.
The cat.
Yeah, it was a fucking cat. I was like, what?
It might come in. You never know.
Yeah. Well, Danny says that.
My thing is, for me, a hero movie is as interesting as its villain.
Yeah.
If the villain sucks, then the hero movie sucks. Because what does the hero do? Infinity War left with Thanos being this amazing villain who destroyed half of the humans in the whole universe. The whole movie was just this massive fight, which was like it was concluded in like 2 days, and so within the story, of course. And so then it's like, whenever the movie ended, I was like, "Yo, what are they gonna do? Like something. They have to do something amazing to come back from this." And then it's like, we're gonna go back in time, and then we're gonna kill him before he does it. And then with the same snap, we'll bring everyone back. And it just felt like so cheap. And it felt like the movie was like, it was like 3 hours. And like 2 hours was them just going back for the stones and preparing everything. And like the last 30 minutes, Thanos comes in. And then they have like this little tiny fight where it was more like look at us. Like whenever they had the scene with all the girl heroes, and they're like, and like, look, that's cool. Yeah, it looks cool for the cinema, like the movie theater and stuff.
Yeah, the
but it's like
value.
Yeah, that. But I'm like, the fights, man. We had like a 2.5-hour fight in Infinity War, and now y'all beat Thanos. Like, it felt like so cheap the way they beat him to me, that I was expecting like this like badass ending for Thanos, and I feel like he did not get that ending, and that was my complaint. And my thing was, this is how I evaluated and I think I said it last time maybe, but my dad, okay, that guy is the type of guy who goes to sleep at 10, and if he's watching a movie at 10, anytime he falls asleep on the couch. This movie, we're watching it at home, Infinity War. It was 11:30, and the guy was awake watching it. He waited until the movie was over, then he went to sleep. Then I said, would you like to go to the movie theater and watch Endgame? He never goes to the movies. He's like, why do I go to the movies? I can watch it here. So I said, what about Endgame? Watch it in the IMAX thing, big theater and sound and everything. Took the guy fell asleep in the movie theater. Now,
naps hit so much better.
I know he does.
In the theaters,
I know they do. But when we came out, he was like, it was boring. My mom, who was also looking forward to it, which she's not into like hero movies. My mom is more about like crime and some
other shit.
Yeah, other shit. She's not that much into hero movies. She also really liked the Infinity War. When we came out, she was like, it was boring. Now, here's the thing. I get people, because some people were mad at me when I was like, it wasn't that great. I know some people grew up looking at the comics, and they're like, oh, you need to understand, they gave us this, and that. And I'm like, look, I was a targeted audience. They advertised it to me as well. I saw the ads everywhere. I'm allowed to complain. They delivered to you. They didn't deliver to me. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say.
If you enjoyed it, then awesome, more power to you. I wish I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, I wish I would have enjoyed it too. And so that's my only complaint. Is like, I wanted Thanos to have a dope ass ending. I don't know, like, if someone tells me, well, how would you have ended? I have no idea. Like Game of Thrones, I know how I would have ended. But
Dexter.
how to end Infinity War and how to beat Thanos, I have no idea. And I think I went with such a high expectation, it could not be delivered.
No, because like the fucking Infinity War was really good, and that's a hard act to follow. So it's just like I like me, like I said, I was just like watching it for like the context for Spider-Man and like the pure entertainment. I was like, yeah, I had a good time watching it, If I was gonna be like super anal like I am like about fucking Dexter and the Terminator, I'd be like, no, cancel that movie.
Cancel.
I forget you were also like super into Terminator. I remember we went to go watch the reboot.
Dark Fate.
Yeah. Yeah, and Adrian, whenever we got, I was like, me, like, not being a super diehard fan, I was like, yo, the action scenes were amazing. Like, I liked her. I'm all like, I thought it was pretty good. And then, like, later on, he's like, it's alright. He just, like, hated, like, he wanted more, you know, same thing that you did. Yeah. Go, man.
See, that's how I felt.
That is literally what this podcast is for. Get
That's
it
how
out.
I feel. Get it out, man.
Nerd out.
The thing with, like, Terminator 1 and 2 is that, like, I understand that it's, like, two sci-fi robots fighting and shit like that. But, like, the fighting always felt fucking grounded. Like, whenever they were fighting in a mall and he threw the guy through the window, it's just, like the interaction with the environment is just, like, okay, you know, that's something, like, believable, you know? Or, like, you don't have to suspend your disbelief that much. Because in Terminator Dark Fate, they're, like, literally fighting in a stupid container that's falling down a waterfall. And, like, everything's just fine. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it, you know? The spectacle. But, like, what made, like, 1 and 2 so good is just, like, you know, it's like the way they would fight and interact with the environment, because like something that like, oh, he threw the guy through the window, it's just like, oh shit, that's something that could happen.
More realistic?
Yeah, something, okay. Yeah, something a little bit more realistic.
I like how you want something more realistic in the Terminator movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the suspension of disbelief.
Genuinely, I thought the fighting scenes were amazing on Dark Fate. Like, to be honest.
Well, okay, which is Dark Fate? Is that whenever there's like the old Arnold
they're
fighting?
Mexico. Yeah.
No, that's you're talking about Genesis. That's old Arnold fighting with young Arnold.
With a young Arnold.
Dark Fate is the one where you have old Arnold and he's fighting like some.
Was that after?
So
I did not watch that one.
He gets to kill the kid and he stays in the planet.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, and they
one.
kill fucking John Connor. It's just like, again, we're like ruining 1 and 2. Why?
Okay.
First of all, it's the multiverse, bro.
Get out of here.
That's genuinely what it is.
If you do it with the multiverse, there's more CG characters than actual characters. Fuck you.
See, I didn't like it as a Terminator movie, but I enjoyed it. I think it was called Salvation. Which is like a post-apocalyptic looking thing.
Yeah, like the aftermath of Judgment Day.
Yeah. That one looked.
Was that the
cool.
show one?
No, that's what. No, you're talking about the Sarah Connor Chronicles. He's talking about the Christian Bale one.
I don't remember, man. There's too many.
Well, I would like to say one note on what you said. I do like though when there is fiction that makes it look like it's very realistic. When you're like, you know, this could happen in the future.
Yeah, well, it's kind of one or the other. Where it's like grounded and it's believable.
Yeah.
Or like you have something like Star Wars where you have like fucking spaceships and it's just like, okay, it's like your suspension of disbelief is like you'll keep it or whatever because like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
you know? Freaking Star Wars and like if it was real, it'd just be like, and that's it. There's no fucking sound in space. There's no explosions or anything like that.
You're right.
But you're like, oh, fuck that. That's awesome. So you're like, you ignore it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. And I didn't even thought about that.
Yeah,
You're so right.
Fucking
You're so right.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah.
Well, as you can see on today Love's episode, you can see why we're single.
Wait. We have to finish up the conversation about one last terrible ending. So I talked about what I thought about the Dexter ending.
Yeah, you got.
Like, would you give us your opinion? Because Adrian is a die-hard fan. Yeah. Every time I'm like, hey, bro, have you watched like Squid Game? Oh, before like he watched the movies, I was like, oh, did you watch the new movie? It was always no. He's like, I'm just rewatching Dexter.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you were the guesstimate, how many times have you rewatched it?
Oh, dude, I think I've had like 5 rewatches already.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. What do you like the most from that movie? Like, what brings you back? Huh?
It's a show.
Yeah, I know. But what about the show?
Oh, okay. You said movie.
Sorry. I meant the show.
Like, I don't know. I just like the premise of it and the writing. I mean, people can talk shit about like the last 4 seasons, like, and I'll get into that, you know, because I'll talk my own shit about.
They hate all 4 whole seasons.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because like, okay, the first 4 seasons, there's like a huge like anxiety and like a lot of build up and everything's set up for the most part. Everything's good. It's not too contrived.
So they hate everything after like jokes, right?
No, they hate everything after Trinity. And you can see that there's a significant nosedive in the quality of the show because all the original showrunners, they quit or they went on to do other things. Mm-hmm. You know. Remind
me, who's Trinity?
Arthur Mitchell.
Ah.
Yeah.
spoilers, and then you should like put like a the spoiler flashing.
No, I'll bleep it.
No, don't bleep it. Let them know. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, the reason I fell in love with that show is because we were hungover one day, and I passed out on your couch.
Yeah.
And that marathon season 4.
Well, that happened, and like same thing happened when I got hooked on It's Always Sunny. Because we were also like, it was after a night, like we were like literally, I'm like, I'm like, everybody loves Sunny. We sat there, watched the whole first season and stuff, and it was really good. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I understand the captivate, like, you know, the fascination behind like the whole. That's why it's like true crime is so popular. Like, you know, people want to understand
the psychological background of this, what happened to him and how he became bad.
It's just cool because it's literally like, you know, Dexter, it gets turned into a freaking gun, you know, because like, you know, if you watch the story, everybody knows that he uses his evil for good, you know.
Right.
Well, his impulse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is evil.
Well, it is evil, but
the good part is an afterthought for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't ask for it, so it's kind of like more like he has like an impulse that he can't.
Because like the concept of good and evil is also like made up too. But if we were gonna like put it to something, murder is definitely at the top of the list.
Of course.
Yeah, so he's using his evil, and he even calls it his dark passenger. Yeah. If it wasn't evil, he wouldn't call it. He would call it like his light passenger.
I understand, but the thing is, like I'm saying, is like it was like a mental thing he got from the experience he had.
Yes, Danny, but mom. Your experiences do not change the world around you. Remember?
No, but look what happened to his brother. His brother did not end up being what Dexter ended up being.
Because he didn't have the guiding.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Whenever he was turned into a gun was because of like his dad.
The code.
Right. But I'm saying is like the impulse. He managed to control it in a different way than what his brother did.
Well, I mean, he still has to do it.
I mean, both of them still killed
people.
Just,
he even says it's like it's the way he channels it. It's
No, that's what I'm saying though. But it's like he could be evil and said, "Fuck it, I'll just kill whoever." But the fact that he's like channeling it in something that at least somehow in a way he can justify, it's a way that he managed to control that impulse and put it in a.
See, if you watch the latest season, you would literally notice how all that goes out the window.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Immediately, like you know, so like honestly, because like in the like that's why we're getting to like the finale. Right. You know, I'll continue. You were saying.
Okay, so there was like a huge drop in the quality after season 4 because that shit was written really good. I mean, there's some stuff it's like, okay, the fucking, you know, Angel and Maria getting married. It's like, oh, the fucking, who really cares, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that they set up before, they kind of undo it in the later seasons because they were just scrambling for ideas or whatever. And I think it's funny that their season 6 is their like Sixth Sense storyline. Hey, have you guys watched The Sixth Sense?
The movie, the one with
it's
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, the Bruce Willis that he's always dead or whatever.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it. I just know it because of every other movie that mentions it.
Okay, so basically Bruce Willis is like Imagine, right? It's The Sixth Sense, right? Well, in season 6, fucking the main bad guy, he imagines a professor. That's what I'm saying. The 6th season, Sixth Sense. What a coincidence!
That's Tom Hanks' kid.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, what was I saying?
Not Chet, the other one.
No, it's the.
Who cares?
Colin Hanks.
Yeah.
I know the credits. But yeah. So there's a dip in the quality. And like season 7 is good in my eyes. That's where you got the fucking the mob boss, the Russian mob guy or whatever, Isaac Sirko.
Oh, when everything's getting caught, then he has to like flee. Guys, his cards get like shut down.
No, like yeah. But like basically the way I would see it's like 5 and 6 are like whatever. 6 especially is like I just can't. I'm not cool with like how they cast Colin Hanks as the bad guy. 7's good in my eyes.
Which one's 7? 7.
That's the Russian mob guy.
And which is the final one from before the reboot?
That's the brain surgeon.
Oh,
he's supposed to be the anti-Dexter if he never got like the code or whatever.
Yeah.
And like,
see, not his brother.
Yeah, and see, and that's the thing. Like season 8 retcon some of that stuff because Brian is his actual brother, you know, and so it's like, okay, that's what Dexter would have been if he didn't have the code. And then to top it off, they're like, oh, Professor Vogel actually came up with the code, not Harry.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I like the fact that Harry went to a psychologist because he didn't know what to do with Dexter.
Yeah. I mean,
That's kind of fitting.
yeah, that makes sense, but it just felt like so like season 8 is just like forget everything that you knew for the past 7 seasons. This is a new status quo.
Yeah.
Some random chick you've never heard of is the actual inventor of the code. It seems a little bit too late to actually set that up.
Yeah. Well, what'd you think of the last season?
I feel like the reaction, because like I remember you said that you didn't mind the first Dexter finale, and like I think it all depends on the context that you watch it. I feel like if you were to follow the show for the whole run, that ending would have pissed you off, because I'm pretty sure you just binge watched it and then you saw it's just like, okay, no big deal.
Yeah.
But whenever you actually wait and anticipate for something, that's where it's just like, oh man, fuck you, you know. And like I binge watched the 8 seasons, and I was waiting for Dexter. I didn't wait since 2013. I didn't wait that long.
Yeah.
I waited like.
So you're saying you missed out twice in this one episode?
Well, I mean, technically, I did miss out on the first one, but it's okay because the ending sucked.
Yeah.
So it's not like an MCU thing where it's like, oh, that's actually good, and I missed it. But now it's just like I saw the fucking New Blood, and it's just like, okay, you know, and I was so I was hooked on it.
I guess I was telling Danny like there's this conversation that was sprung up because I hadn't finished it. I was watching it, and then like I saw a post like on Facebook.
Backlash?
No, it was literally they're like, I'm gonna say it's like the last season the ending was better than this one, and I was like, what? How?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you mess it up twice in a row?
Yeah.
And then, clearly, like, thank God Adrian paid for Showtime. And then, like, he literally texted me. He's like, bro, did you finish it? I'm about to cancel Yeah, and I'm like, I got to watch the last episode.
Yeah.
Every time I showed up, he was like, I'm watching Dexter.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but, like, honestly, it's just, like, I didn't like how it ended.
Dude, it's like, and, like, the thing is, like, there was some good... Okay, well, first things first, it pisses me off that the guy who wrote the first 4 seasons actually wrote this shit, and he made it worse than the original ending. Ooh. So it's just like, how?
So that kind of goes against everything else too.
Yeah.
that means like it could have like gone in a different direction too.
And like, dude, they had so many avenues. Like, okay, you could have had a conflict between Angela and Dexter's girlfriend and him. Like, does she turn him in or not? Because he saw the fucking crime.
That is the thing that pissed me off the most. Because I'm like, dude, they were together for a long time.
Yeah.
But as soon as like she finds this out, I'm like, she didn't even give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, that's him.
Yeah, and everyone went with it. It was just, oh well, that's it.
Yeah,
no one
and
questioned it.
like I genuinely could have been like, oh, dude, he worked there. Couldn't he have known how to do it?
Yeah. And,
Typical
like,
woman.
And like, dude, the thing is like,
Not today. We can't go a whole day without trashing them.
but
not,
dude, like,
not today.
the fucking last episode, it pisses you off because there's so many avenues. You could have had the whole conflict with Angela and Dexter. Like, okay, he obviously knows his shit. Does she turn him in?
Yeah,
that's one thing. If she would have said like no, then he could have had like the whole thing with Angel and him.
Oh yeah, him coming
each
back.
other.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that.
That would have been interesting if Angela decided.
God, you guys, please watch Dexter because I feel bad talking about stuff that a lot of people probably haven't even watched. But I genuinely think they could have given them a happy ending too. Like he lives for Harrison now.
Yeah, and like,
it could have been like either or.
Look, it could have done that, but like, look, like I was saying, okay, Angela could have had the conflict with turning him in or not.
I have to watch it now.
Yes, you have to.
I watched the whole show. I just
look, like I was telling Adrian, I'm like, it's shot beautifully. Like everything looks like you're about to watch a movie.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of production value in it.
It was great. Like literally up until like the last 2-3 episodes is like whenever it just like unwinds.
Do y'all think it's Spanish on YouTube?
I think you can put it in Spanish on Showtime.
Adrian has a running. Danny has a running joke that he doesn't watch things until it's free on YouTube in Spanish.
Dude, I think you can set up a free trial on Showtime so you can watch it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
don't pay.
Don't
pay. Everybody do it now.
You have it for like a month.
Even better.
And then just cancel after you're done.
Yeah. Dude, like, okay, so it's just like you had the conflict with the cop, but you could have met Angel. If Angela decided not to turn him in, she could have had a manhunt on him, or like if like they just dove further into it, you know. Mm-hmm. But no, he had to fucking be like,
yo. Whenever at the end of the previous, did Angel ever like have doubts about Dexter?
See, that's the thing. It was so so ambiguous.
All right, let's end that there. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Let's talk about love.
We'll bring it back when I watch it.
Yeah. Well, not really. We're gonna talk about. Remember how we said that Adrian's a massive. How does what the fuck is his name? Danny DeVito say whore?
Oh, the whore.
Yeah. So we brought our what have we agreed to call you?
The Love
No,
Guru.
no, the perpetual bachelor.
Yeah, the perpetual bachelor.
Bachelor.
Yeah. So we had came up with a title for him before, but that was before we were giving everybody their guru like baptism.
Yeah.
You know. So luckily for you, you're getting like the Love Guru.
Yeah, the Love
Yeah.
Guru.
I feel like I need to take a shower after that.
Yeah.
You should. You should.
Yeah. So Adrian has prepared like something for us. Let's see what you were gonna teach us.
All right. So, basically, dating in the modern age, especially now with the whole pandemic thing, like dating apps, just like, you know.
Oh,
there's a huge-
not only that. Like I genuinely have never like dated anybody through apps or anything. Like all my previous girlfriends I've known for a long time. So I'm new to this. So this is genuinely like perfect for me.
I've only dated one girl, so my life. So
That is so sad.
You're better off.
yeah, there you go.
All right. So, like, basically, it's kind of different because, like,
Wait, pause. So look, on the bright side is like I've dated multiple girls and I don't have a PhD, but you dated one and you're about to have it. So I'm all like, let's see which one.
You know what? Yeah.
I was
about
all
to
like,
get
I think you're in a
pussy,
better
bro.
position than I am.
Different types of tears.
yeah.
So you were saying sorry for interrupting.
Nah, you're good. Like, basically, the way I see it is just like the old school way of just like asking out a chick that you know. Like, it's very different from asking or like talking to a chick on a dating app because I've done both. You know, like I've asked out a chick who was a friend or whatever. It's just like, you know, it's like, I mean, obviously, well, not obviously because the audience doesn't know, but I got turned down. It's just like, you know what, it's fine, whatever. And usually you should try to look for that as like a sign of maturity because you don't want to be a fucking, you know, brat or a little bitch about it. So it's just like, you know what, it was awkward for a little bit, but then after that things just kind of like.
So is it that
out.
you got used to the rejection?
Oh yeah, dude, you get desensitized to it.
Yeah, we gotta go up that. It's
So-
an uphill battle, Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Brace your little fragile heart.
I've been rejected too,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, eventually,
Fine.
like, and
I
then,
I haven't just because I don't ask until I know.
Okay, no. Here's the thing, because I for the longest time I was the same way. It's like I need to figure out if this is for sure. But then at one point I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. People say just do it. So it was harder to do it, but once you do it, you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then you got rejected, and you're like, oh, that wasn't
Never
so bad.
again.
Yeah, I genuinely like those memes. They're like, what's the worst she can say? No. And it's
She
just like
did.
ew.
Ew, yeah. That's exactly what she said. No.
Yeah. So it's like genuinely, it's like that's
yeah.
the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, but that was not what I was told. But you know, it was just to know. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I honestly look. For me, it was more like an accomplishment. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it my goal to get rejected because I didn't even get to being rejected. So I said, you know what? At least I'm gonna get rejected. That's a step forward. Eventually,
it
it won't
is.
be a rejection. So I said,
No,
you know
you're
what?
right, you're right.
I made it my goal, and I was like, all right, here we go, rejected. And I was like, fuck yeah, I got rejected.
I mean, at the
You got
end,
the achievement.
at the end of the day, there's more women than men in the world. So one of them has got to say yes.
Except in China.
yeah, well,
Yeah. Well, I mean, globally.
Yeah,
Yeah. Luckily, you're not in China.
Yeah, luckily we're not in China.
I wonder if statistically, it's like just call him Muhammad. You know, you're bound to be right or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but continue with your course. You
sorry.
took down notes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this
So-
guy's prepared.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
truly a guru.
Basically, I'm more of an aficionado with the dating apps.
Yeah, you got on multiple dates, right?
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, and like, congrats to Adrian. He has a date planned for next weekend or this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one.
See.
Wait, when? Because you were off dating apps, right?
So,
Well, see, yeah. I mean,
yeah, he had completely scrubbed like everything.
Right,
like,
but then you got back on, and then how many days happened before you like, bam, I got a date for a week?
well,
he's quick. He's quick with it. That like he's earned himself a nickname out in the dating sphere.
Look, you can look at that. You can look at the recording, and I'm like, whoa.
Like I like every time Adrian gets red, it's because he like something funny's coming up.
nah, it's just I'm on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, but basically, the best advice I can give is to not get desperate about it.
Okay.
You know, because like that I got like that for a second,
Mhm.
and so it got to the point where like it started being unhealthy, So it's like it's okay to like take breaks away from it, because if you start obsessing like, oh, what the fuck, you know, I used to get more matches back then. Why aren't I getting shit now? It's just like you start overthinking about it. So it's kind of like whenever you get tired of like social media, same shit.
Okay.
Just fucking scrub it and just be out of it. Be out of the loop for a little bit. Yeah, take a break and just kind of work on yourself. Do other shit, or if you want to like play games, do that, or whatever you like to do. Just
play Warzone with the bros.
Or you can listen to the Unqualified.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Bam.
So it's just like take a break, because like it'll fuck with you if you obsess about it too much.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's a freaking kick to your self-esteem too.
I suppose. Question: which app got you the date?
Hinge has been the most reliable one.
Okay.
Because he started asking me, and I'm like, I don't know.
I was in the hospital, and I'm like, I got nothing to do. Because I was in Tinder because we did it in the podcast, and I was like, I'm gonna open another one, and I'm high on morphine. Fuck yeah, this is the moment. And I tell him like, which one do I open? You're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, all right.
I told him Hinge because you told me like you can actually message them without matching.
Yeah, and that's
so it gives you a fighting chance.
Dating apps, it's a fucking game, and you got to know the rules. Okay,
right.
If shit like Tinder, it's like in every dating app, the chick has all the power.
Right.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
With Hinge, I mean, like, I think you can do it Plenty of Fish. I don't know. I deleted that one, and like that one kind of sucks anyway.
But you did a what?
Plenty of Fish. That's another dating app.
Oh, okay.
But I think that one lets you message chicks without having a match.
Okay.
But essentially, Hinge lets you do that.
Like how you just did is like Daddy's like, okay, Plenty of Fish.
Don't do that one. Don't do that. That's a bit more on the ghetto side.
Better.
If you're into that, then be my guest. I don't give a shit. But yeah.
I mean, they would have less standards, right?
You'd be surprised.
Whatever, Danny, you have a lot to offer. You have a Miata now.
I was driving the Miata the other day, and I saw this car, and it was a girl driving, and she looks at the Miata, and I'm like, well, she looked at the Miata. She didn't look at me. Yeah. She looked at the Miata. Yeah. So that's something. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, dude, it's literally all a game. Hinge works in your favor because it actually lets you message without having the inherent match. Tinder, Bumble, all that other shit, the chick has to say yes to you before you can actually say something and fuck it up.
Right.
With Hinge, you can either like take it one way or the other. You can fuck it up later if you want.
So, Adrian, do you have like a script for us?
Yeah, I do. I do. Like
I know there's a script.
Yeah, dude. Like literally, like the way I see it is just like, I know I'm a dorky ass dude. You know? And so it's just like you embrace it, okay?
Right.
And it's just it's easier to be that than to pretend to be like some fucking Chad or whatever, because like I don't look like it. I don't have the hair of one, and I just like I don't have that. So like
Chad is your basic dude.
Yeah,
bro.
I know what
just
that
making
is.
sure. Like for the listeners
I know that one.
Too,
I know that one.
sure.
I know that one. I know that one.
Yeah, and I'm just referring to Chad. I'm not Chad, not like Giga Chad or anything. That's another level.
What the hell?
You don't know what Giga Chad is?
No.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta look up Giga Chad. Like you put a screen up there.
It. Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at Giga Chad.
That guy. Okay.
All right.
But yeah, so basically the script that I have,
the little hearts. Oh, sorry.
It just poses a question. All right, I'm just like, some chicks complain about like, don't just hit me with just a hey, what's up or anything like that. And to be fair, that's a pretty like basic ass response.
Yeah.
And it feeds into the whole thing where like you're probably gonna get ignored.
Yeah. I think that's what I was telling you. I was like, you had to stand out because I'm
like,
if it's a pretty chick, they have a bunch of messages.
Right. Yeah. So like, it's a cesspool for everyone involved. Mm-hmm. Chicks get 1 million matches or messages or likes and shit like that. So it's more than likely you're gonna get ignored. But with Hinge, God, I sound like a fucking shill.
No,
regardless,
you sound like the guru that we need.
Regardless, if you get a match on anything else or whatever, if you're able to send a message, I usually hit them with a "Hey, what's up?" You choose lame joke or cheesy pickup line. So that way they actually have to engage with you and be like, okay, I want this or I want that.
So you lonely losers, start taking notes.
And
like this video so Adrian knows that.
Girls, if you get that question,
you know where it came from.
You know what to ignore now.
Or you now know that they have good taste in podcasts and give them a chance.
Yeah.
Here, you pound it too. Yeah, we're on the same page.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So has it worked before?
Oh, dude, it's
Has it gone wrong?
okay. Wait, hold on. I would say 60% of the time it works,
Works
all the time. No, okay, like look, it's,
You watch Anchorman?
Which one?
Anchorman.
No, but I've heard of that. Okay, come on.
All right, so basically,
watch on YouTube in Spanish.
the script works, but again, it's all dependent on the chick because she actually has to want to engage with you. And the thing is just like you kind of give her like it's all about a little power play, you know, like she's in charge, and then like you give her the option. So it's not like you come up with some like boring ass reply or anything like that. She's like, okay, I want this or I want that. And usually if they go for the lame jokes, like, it's okay, you know, why are people dying to get in? I don't know why. Oh, wait, no.
You
I
messed it up.
joke,
That was the punchline.
Yeah, no, the joke is, why are there gates around cemeteries? I don't know, that people are dying to get in. So that's just an example. I just go to that one because
I'm so glad he fucked that up.
Yeah.
That's when you know it went wrong with the date.
Yeah. And then, and then
I wouldn't reply.
and then a cheesy pickup line. I have this one where it's like, you can fall from the sky, you can fall from a tree, but the best way to fall is in love with me. And so it's just like, okay,
so cheesy.
Yeah,
that would have been perfect for the day, you guys. But this comes out on Friday. I'm sorry. We're sorry.
So
next year,
go for the fucking cheese. Factor.
My favorite one that you've told me is, why go for the best when you can settle for the rest?
That's the thing. Yeah, it's funny, but it doesn't work.
I know it. Of course it doesn't. No. You're shitting on yourself.
She has to know Arrested Development for that to work, and you don't know her fucking interests, so just don't do that. I've done it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Wait, when you say don't do it, is it because they stopped responding or they responded in a negative way?
It's a proven fact that they won't reply.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm curious if they just flat out didn't reply or they were like, haha.
Okay, they either willingly didn't reply or they just got lumped in with all the other shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But let's be honest, like, you know, your opening line shouldn't be all like, I'm the worst out there.
Sucks, so lower your standards.
Yeah, what's the other one that's all like, I may not be the best looking one, but I'm the one talking to you. Yeah, it's just like, they're like, you're crapping on yourself. But
and some chicks are like into the self-deprecating humor, but a vast majority aren't, and it's not a good first impression, and that's the most important thing, the first impression.
Do you ever look at their like Hinge responses and like craft like a unique message?
He does. He's constantly sending me messages. He's like, is this good?
Yeah. I mean, in some instances, yeah. For the most part, I just stick to the script because, like, again, it's kind of like the lottery thing. It's just like you just shotgun it and hope for the best.
I love that Adrian's like sharing this game with everybody.
Hey, no, and
y'all didn't even have to pay him. I'm like, there's people who do like seminars and pay a lot of money for this. So the least you could do is like and subscribe and share it to a friend
and follow him so you can listen to his dope music.
If you have a friend who needs help like with the dating sphere, send it to him. Like, he's genuinely like, I honestly thought we were gonna come on here and like just like
bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. I mean, but this is literally has become like such a serious talk that I'm like, oh, this is going good. Let's keep it going.
No, because I mean, literally, like, I think y'all. I don't know how long ago, but y'all were like, when we were doing the bonfire, you were like, all right, take a picture for the profile.
Oh yeah.
And then this guy comes like, I already have a date, and it's like,
Yeah, the picture worked, bro.
We gotta go to his bonfire.
Dude, you're right. Over the course of the fucking weekend,
See, and that was in a week. He just boom.
Hire me to take pictures of you for your profile.
No, it was a bonfire.
It was a picture.
It was a picture.
Yeah. It was funny because I told Danny, I was like, oh, you want to take one next? And they'll be like, if they swipe and they see both of y'all back to back. I thought that would have been really good. But I'm sorry for interrupting. But continue, Adrian, with your script.
Where was I?
So you were talking about your script, and I was like, oh, y'all should like write this down.
Yeah,
but
and I think the last thing I asked was if you crafted unique things.
Yeah, so usually there's like a unique reply. Like, if I know that I'm probably not going to get a message from a chick, it's like, okay, I'm going to have fun with it, you know, and just say something stupid. Like, there was a chick called Alexa. I'm like, like, clear his throat to speak into Amazon Echo Dot. Alexa, go out with me. And then, you know, she probably hates me for that. I didn't get a reply, but like,
it's funny because I saw an Alexa and that was the first thing I thought, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
The difference between both of y'all, he sent it to me. He's like, is this funny? I'm like, yeah, send it. He sends it. You didn't. See, be the beta chat.
No, dude. It's not beta Chad.
That's a contradiction. That's why I was all like, "There's not." Is a beta chat a real thing?
No.
That's why I was saying, I'm like, I just made it up, bro.
No, like it's like
because you said you were in the chat.
No, I said I wasn't like going for like the Giga Chad thing.
So you're going for the chat.
A
thing?
little bit more of a Chad kind of thing going on.
You said you were the dorky one, and you accepted being the dorky guy.
Oh, okay, you gotta be
Beta
a dork
Chad.
with some Chad charm. Chad charm is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you're right.
Okay? So be charming, okay?
Okay, here's another question.
Yeah.
Your weekly flower, do you use it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do you use it?
Why or
No, how?
How?
Like, is it like boom?
Explain to the people.
Sí, cierto. So Hinge gives you a flower that you can give.
A rose.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. It's a
Yeah.
rose.
So-
See, that's why I don't get no one because I call it a flower now. So
That's because Danny's trying to give his flower away.
He wants to be deflowered.
He's like, I don't like this question anymore.
next. No. Anyways, so the rose, every week you get a free rose, but you can buy roses for like $1 or something.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that either. But the point is that you get like recommended profiles that somewhat they think will be decent
No, well,
matches.
see, they give you standouts for you to send. So because the app thinks that you're like, oh, okay, maybe this is a good couple here
For
and
you,
there.
yeah.
But you can use the rose on like the
On
general-
anything, right,
yeah.
right. But then, so usually the standouts, they're not that bad, I think.
No, they usually line up with what you're looking for
Right.
the most part.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. There's more like common stuff in the little
Yeah.
details. But anyway, so you get one rose a week, and then you get like 7 standouts.
Are you asking because you were not brave enough to message them?
No, I did.
Oh.
But I'm wondering what is like the best time to use
No,
it.
see,
Because if you do it on Sunday, I was like, I'm bored
Yeah, it
Sunday.
really-
Fuck it,
no,
throw
it comes
But-
back on Sundays.
Right, but then I thought, well, maybe everyone uses on Sunday, and it's like the worst time to send it, because you get
There
Don't-
is no perfect time for it.
there isn't.
No.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, no. Like I said before, like chicks get so many likes and messages.
But see, okay, so that's what because I'm curious about it because when you get a like, the most recent one you can see who it is, right? But then
Yeah.
the other ones you don't see them unless you pay, or unless you throw the one at the top away,
Right.
right? So then with chicks who get hundreds, let's just say, then you can send a like, but by the time they see it, you're like down here. So then you're assuming that they would throw away all the ones
Right.
until you get there.
Yeah.
So you
literally.
could get lost in the pipeline before
Yeah,
she even
yeah.
noticed it, right?
Dude, I sent a chick a rose and she didn't reply to me until like a month or two after.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I have hope.
Ah, tampoco. That was a rose. But I mean, hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's just funny.
So Danny had asked me a question. He's all like, so whenever you see girls with like in groups or
Ah,
whatever,
see, that was the
he's
other
all like, he's
question.
like,
Go.
do you think that benefits them? Like
Yeah.
even if they're not like like remember we're not here to judge the women. We're just saying that they're clearly.
Well, in a way
it's
we
like-
are.
Well, I mean, yes, that's
Well,
all dating apps are.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know,
But-
but what I mean to say
Yeah.
is just the simple fact is that like normally when they're in the group, you're not necessarily always the best looking in the bunch. Like and when
they call it the cheerleader effect.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
remember what movie was it? Oh, it was the pinche Jack Black movie, Shallow
Shallow
Hal.
Hal?
Yeah, how they show you that they're all like whenever you like single her out, she's not as pretty as you thought she was.
Yeah.
yeah, it was just like it's clearly. But the point is, it's just like I personally think that it probably does benefit them because you pause to look at which one it is.
But
You know?
see, it gives you more attention to the profile.
Yeah.
But then the moment you scroll down, you're like, oh, it's the other one.
Yeah, but you never know. What if it's like some dude that he likes, like, you know, because
Well, yeah, I mean-
every person is different.
But no, but at that point, if you like her,
Well,
then you didn't need the friend.
The thing is that it opens up a lot of possibilities for
point.
dudes to be fucking douchebags about it as well. Because
Yeah.
there's some dudes are like, "Oh, who's your friend?"
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what that
God
was. That was
damn.
the exact same thing I thought. Because there's sometimes
you
where
were gonna ask?
No. But I like to joke, right? And there's sometimes I'm like, oh, I could make a dope joke right here,
No,
but I'm not
don't.
gonna do it. 'cause
Don't do it.
No, I'm not. No, because I'm not an asshole. I'm just saying, like I'm sure someone
Giga Chad is still just on here.
he's looking at me
Yeah, I
like,
know.
yes, man, you know how what to do. No, but my thing was like, there's so many people who do like some like bullshit accounts on Twitter, Facebook,
Right.
Instagram, just to do like just to troll people, and
Yeah.
I'm like. This is like there's some like something you're like this would be the perfect thing for a troll to just come in and say
Yeah.
something like can I give an example just for the jokes? You know, there's one they're like they're like, I feel cute. She's like, oh, might delete daily. I'm like, and it would be funny. She's like, yeah, please delete it.
No, I saw this one where it's just like, words can't describe how beautiful you are. And she's like, aw. And then he's like, but numbers can. 2 out of 10.
I think I've seen that one. Those are just so fucked up. I don't know.
You see what I mean? Like,
it's just not in me to be that mean. I can not imagine people actually being that mean to people.
They are.
I would say trolls, though. Like you could troll someone. Just to ruin
but there's
the day.
genuine assholes out there.
There's people who, like, if it goes both ways. Some chicks are like, who's your friend? And some guys be like, who's your friend?
But for example,
turn it on.
Oh, that's smart. But see, I wouldn't put a picture with you guys because then I know they would want to know you two instead of me.
Oh,
so I would just put mine.
Whatever, dude. You have a Miata now, bro.
Like, guys, for everything.
Yeah, I don't have a car.
You might have a shitty personality, but you have a Miata.
Like, leave some pussy for the rest of us, bro.
What did my friend say? There was I'm trying to get him to the podcast, but then he's fucking don't want to come. But they were like, oh, he's like those type of cars. He's from Puerto Rico. He's like, they're known as the underwear dropping car or something like that. And then I told him, something like that. And I'm like, I told him, come to the podcast. I'll let you ride on the Miata. You don't have to take off your underwear.
Yeah, you're gonna drop the wrong underwear, bro.
Hey, I do it for you guys.
Yeah.
No, but going back to it, like it was a genuine question. Is do you really think it benefits them? To me, is like I think it does more damage to you than it helps you.
Like literally, I feel like it's better if you just like display, like have some variety with your photos. Have like a face picture, a full body picture, and then you just chilling or whatever.
And look, sometimes like what I've noticed that I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is pretty decent. If they have a picture with family, that's not bad, but not as the first picture. Like you can have a picture of your face first, maybe when you like.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. Set up a group picture like later on.
Yeah, like later on, or with your pet.
I could genuinely end this discussion in just this way of like I just thought of this. Look, women never want to be compared to other women.
Right.
And you're literally giving us a comparison. It's just like it's plain and simple. So yeah, I veto pictures with a group of friends.
Yeah.
Oh, you convinced me. Yeah, because at first I was all like, yo, at least you stop.
Yeah,
and then you investigate.
No, like literally, I find myself in the same thing. It's like I see a group picture, I'm like, okay, which one is it?
Yeah, and then you look, and like if it was for ads for revenue, fuck yeah, it's the best thing because you make them stop. But you're not making money out of this, so it's not. I don't think.
But if she's wearing the Guru's shirt,
it's funny if she has like an ad in there. You're like, fuck, she's making money.
Look, all right, look, we've gone on with the serious talk for too long. I wanted to get into the funny side of all this. I have two like one's a weird one, another one's a kind of funny story.
But before you do that though, because I want to know who Danny, the Heartbreaker, is, because Danny is my nickname, my name kind of. But I heard something about a Danny the Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Danny the Heartbreaker.
Yeah. So that is actually Adrian's alter ego.
Oh,
yeah. He's the one that will take you out on a date, sleep with you, and never call you back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's the type of guy you do not want your mom to meet because he will sleep with her too.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was going with that, but it worked out.
It worked out in the end.
Yeah. So whenever Adrian started dating and stuff, we were just talking about how he needed an alter ego, and then we were like, "What are you gonna call it?" And he just was all like,
"Fucking Danny the Heartbreaker."
Yeah. Danny the Heartbreaker. And ever since then, it's just like that's it.
Yeah. Do you have an alter ego?
No, I'm not a heartbreaker. Okay. I get my heart broken by him. By him. Yeah.
I'm only a Giga Chad with you.
Yeah. So. Do you have any? Have you ever told any girl about your alter ego?
No.
That's how you should start your conversation. Do you want to get to know me or my alter ego, Danny the Heartbreaker?
Shit, you just reminded me because I texted this bitch about it. I messaged this one chick on Hinge, and so I gave her the fucking bullshit poem or whatever, and she's like, "I don't know. You seem like a bit of a heartbreaker." And then I sent him a screenshot like, dude, she's on to Danny. She's on to Danny.
It's like, abort.
That's good.
Oh, shit, man. That's so funny.
Go ahead.
All right, so, like, of course, you're constantly, like, not constantly, like, it's a bunch of times. I joke whenever I say that he's a whore. It's a moderate amount. So he's a slut. So, yeah. So you constantly meeting strangers. Is it weird? Yeah, because I'm telling you, like me as without experience of that,
it's weird at first. After a while, you just kind of get used to it. Because like I used to be like even really weird about messaging because I didn't know how to fucking do it. But then after like going on some dates, it's just like, okay, you know, and you kind of learn from it because like, before, like, I mean, I got used to just ghosting, and you know, I'm guilty of it too, you know, and it's just like one of those things, like, you know, that's kind of a shitty thing to do, so you just kind of like, just fucking grow up there, and yeah, and just like, hey, be like, hey, dude, I'm sorry, you know,
not working.
Good luck, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. But I mean, you get used to that, but like as far as like meeting new people, there's something inherently like kind of like weird and like it kind of makes you anxious whenever you meet someone, especially like in that context of like, oh, this is an actual date, you know. Yeah. So I mean, at first it does feel weird because I remember I went on like one of the first Tinder dates I ever went to. Man, it was pretty rough because I was still kind of, well, like I was really awkward about it, and like I used to be like completely different from, or I used to look very different from how I do now. I dropped like 60 pounds.
No, I know that. I'm just trying to remember when.
Like I still had hair.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was.
Because you've been hairless for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I was balding for a long time. I was still rocking the. Well, it was thinning at the time.
Oh, so whenever I kept trying to convince Adrian to shave his head for so freaking long.
Yeah, I get it. I'm bald.
I was like, bro, you'll look so much better. And then, like, you know, one night he let us shave his head. And shaved a dick in the back of his head.
The first time I did it, it looked bad because I looked like fucking Kingpin, okay? But then once I slimmed down, it's just like, okay, whatever.
The Daredevil show was the best one out of them.
I'm talking about fucking 90s Spider-Man Kingpin.
Not that Kingpin. Okay.
All right, continue your story. Okay. Sorry about that.
So, yeah.
What's that, Batman?
It was
villain,
awkward.
The bald guy with the nose?
Like
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so...
Superman.
Oh, you're right.
Like, one of the first dates I ever went on, it was rough because I went to this one fucking bar, and she didn't have a car, so she had to Uber there. And so, like, me, you know, it's like, I fucking, like, I don't mind if people smoke or whatever, but it's one thing that kind of bugs me is whenever it's, like, inside, because it just sticks on you even more. Yeah. At least when you're outside, it just fucking blows away. And
yeah, because even when you were, like, an avid smoker, you were always super, like, clean with everything.
About it. It's just like, look, it's a filthy habit, so I'm going to take it outside. You know, I'm not going to do it inside. So we went to a bar, and they had, like, smoking inside or whatever. It was like, all right, fuck it, whatever. And so it's just, like, awkward, like, conversation going on and stuff like that. Because, like, I didn't know what the fuck to talk about either.
I mean, that was your first time going.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes total sense.
So I was just like a complete noob at this, you know? And so it was weird because, like, I forgot what I said. I think I said, like, fucking... I think I called someone... Like, I was telling her a story and I called someone a cunt. And then she said, that's one of my trigger words. And I'm like...
What did it trigger? Like, a good trigger, bad trigger.
Bad one. And so I was just like, okay, or whatever. And then I just like changed the subject or whatever. Yeah. And it was just awkward because it was just like drinking and like, I don't even remember like what the conversation was because like I was so distracted because there was this one fucking crazy ass dude playing pool against himself, but he was like having an argument like with someone that he was ready to kill someone.
Himself,
his opponent,
his alter ego, Danny the Heartbreaker.
No, not Danny. No,
not Danny.
But like he was hitting the fucking. He was just playing pool or whatever and breaking a lot. He was like, "Fuck," you know. It's just like, we should probably get out of here or something, you know.
You're like, we should skedaddle.
Yeah, and it was so awkward because like we didn't really have too much in common. The fucking conversations were boring.
You had to wait for the Uber.
And yeah, I had to, like, I was just like, you know what? It's getting fucking late. This dude's more mentally unstable the more he drinks. Let's just fucking go.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to leave, but I just fucking chilled until, like, I made sure, like, she got in the Uber and was like, okay, cool. And then we texted every little bit here and there. And that's where I was just like, yeah, no. And me being me, I just fucking ghosted her. But it's just like that date was rough, man. Yeah. And like I remember she had like a very unflattering tattoo inside her like lip, like around here. And it's just like
you could see it when she talked.
She showed it to me.
Oh,
and it's just like,
what was it? Do you remember?
Lip tattoos like end up looking like weird veins because they like fade like real quick.
Yeah. So it's just like
what was it?
I think it said Savage or some shit like that.
Ah, Jesus
Savage.
Christ! I think that might have been the only thing you mentioned from that date.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was the only thing I remembered because like it was the crazy guy and the Savage and the cunt trigger thing, and
Yeah, not the best memories. Definitely.
yeah. So it was just like
Yeah.
That was a good
nah,
date.
So
like, for example, you going on a date. I think you said this next weekend. Some people say that you should try and go on a date almost like as soon as possible. Like, not the next day, but like very quickly after you talk to them. How do you know, like, oh, I talked enough through chat, let's move it to a date?
Well, usually it just kind of depends on the chick's interest because I have a date coming up, but there was a chick before that. We were getting along just fine and everything. And I did my freaking charm thing and this and that. And we were talking about setting up a date or whatever, and then just out of nowhere she unmatched me. It's just like, oh, okay, well, that's cool or whatever. So it's just kind of, it's kind of weird because like sometimes you think it's going good, and then just out of nowhere, like, just no.
That's it.
And I mean, it sucks, but I mean, like, you can't get mad or anything. Like, you can't really hold on to it. It's like, you know what, fuck it, whatever. Move
It's part
on.
of that experience of like close to getting rejected. You're like, this is
Yeah,
very likely to happen.
It
You're
happens,
just like, whatever.
so it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
next person, let's see what
Well,
happens.
it's a good thing to look forward to, Danny.
To get rejected.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, make
Dude,
it happen.
At some
It's the
point, it
best.
just like is like, okay, well, here we go again.
What's the worst thing you've gone on
The worst one?
that you're willing to talk about? Yeah.
Okay. There was this one app. It was like Tinder, but it was called Chispa. To appeal to more Hispanic,
Latin American
Yeah.
people.
yeah, Hispanic Latin American folks. I don't look like it, but your boy was on there.
Yeah.
I'm what we call Mexican vanilla.
Yeah.
Makes sense, vanilla.
Yeah.
So I matched with this one chick, and we were like, it started off a little bit weird because I wasn't as like proficient or like fluid with the conversations, but she was, she was cool about it, and we were just like texting back and forth and this and that, right? So I got her phone number, and we kept texting, like everything was fine. And if I were to give anyone advice, is that once you get the phone number, have a fucking talk over the phone, like hear each other's voice and like talk. I
genuinely would have thought that was like your first go-to. I mean, not only like 'cause, to get the fear of catfishing out of the way. To be honest, like honestly, FaceTime is so easy. I'm like, you already got the number. Might as well just call them to see that they're who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and it doesn't have to be like an immediate FaceTime thing. You can like kind of like scope out and be like, hey, you got Instagram or. I mean, like, I fucking hate Snapchat because it just feels like, oh, send me nudes, So that's kind of like the inherent thought behind Snapchat.
Objectifying you, bro.
Yeah, sure, I wish.
Yeah, it's the other way.
It's the other way around now.
But
you're not a piece of meat, bro.
right.
He's like, I
I'm
wish.
more than that.
Yeah.
I'm Danny the Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
But but like the importance of having an actual phone, like a phone call, it's real good because it's so much more telling than just texting.
What about social media?
No, wait. That was like,
Yeah, I mean, like,
he would have avoided like this dilemma he ran
like
into.
literally, like if you get like
Yeah.
her phone number or her social media, if you can use like voice chat or something like that, fucking mess around with it, be goofy with it or whatever, but use it as a gauge because I failed to do that with this chick, and I remember like we would text just fine and everything. We set up a date, and so I go over, right, and it's on the west side of town, so it's like an hour drive for me. So I go over there, and I say, "Oh, hi, I'm Adrian," and she's like, "Hi." I was like, "I'm her name, right?" And she's like, "Okay, well, nice to meet you. You want to just go inside?" Yeah.
Yo, people that are watching this are probably like, "What the hell's going on?"
There is no lag in the audio.
Yeah.
That was a literal pause.
So like literally like. We go inside, we get our table and everything like that. The waiter's like, okay, here's the menus. You guys want to drink? I was like, I'll have a water, please. And she's like, I'll have a sweet tea. And then I was like, don't ask how you want it. It's like, hey, sweet or unsweet? Sweet.
Jesus Christ, yo! I've heard this story before, and when you retell it, I'm like, hey, just get it out, just get it
out. And like that's only the beginning, right? And so I'm trying to make some like a little bit of small talk, like, oh, so like, you know, do you like this place? You know, do you like this restaurant? Or do you know what you want to eat? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to get like the steak with the chicken tenders and some fries or something, you know. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. So I'm just thinking about like, this shit's sinking faster than the goddamn Titanic. You know, I went to the bathroom.
Or slower.
How's it going?
Yeah. So like I take a piss, I wash it, and it's fucking text Oscar. I'm like, dude, this shit's going
he's
bad,
like...
dude. It's only like the first 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so like I even forgot what I said. I just told you like it was just going bad. Dude.
Yeah. I remember you all like, yo, dude, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like, I was done. And it's just like, all right, well, I'm gonna power through. So I go back, and it's just like, you know, I collect myself and I sit back down, and it's just like one of those scenes where like the waiter's taking forever to come back because, you know, it's slow, so they didn't give a shit, you know. And so I'm just trying to like talk about anything. You know, it's like, okay, we talked about food. I was just like, okay, you know, like we're talking about work. I was like, oh, you know, like, what do you do for work? I even forgot what she fucking did. And it's just like, oh, okay. And it's just like super dry. It's like, no, what do you do for work? This. Or, sorry. This.
Yeah, that was too quick, bro.
You went too fast.
Slow down.
Misrepresentation.
And it's just like, okay, got any funny work stories? No. Like,
You're driving me crazy, bro.
And then it's just like, okay, so that came to a dead stop. And so they had the game playing on the TV. It was a football game or whatever. And it's like, I don't give a shit about sports, but I'm like, all right, you know, I know the rules. So
I know the rules.
I'm like watching. I was like, oh, so, you know.
I was about to be like, and so do I.
Do you like sports? And she's like,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, the ball moves too fast.
Yeah. And so it's just like, oh, God, okay. So it's just like.
Yeah, I'm getting like freaking irritated
And
with
so-
you right now.
And so I'm like, so what's your favorite sport? You know, you like football? Yeah. And it's just like, oh, God, okay. Like, all right, well, I'm not really too big on football, but, you know, I fucking love baseball. You know, that I like that sport, you know. Do you like baseball? Yeah.
I like how you were like teeing up just yes or no questions.
Yeah.
And it was just like still took forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But I'm like, she texted normally, right?
Yeah, like she would
it,
reply like just fine, you know. It's like
So she didn't have like a problem.
no.
Right? It was
like,
just some like maybe social like
people
anxiety,
think,
like
yeah,
hardcore.
or maybe she was just really nervous or something. But it's just like, God,
that's what I'd like to believe. You know,
maybe
it's
I'm
just
probably
simple
like,
fact that she was
hey,
just like
this dude's
super
a fucking
nervous.
asshole, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like, dude, like I'm sorry, but like
I don't think so, because genuinely, like it's like right now when
Like,
you
I
just
didn't
telling
think-
me the story, you cannot
I
imagine
didn't
living
think
that.
anything was wrong, you know. That's why it's just like, you know, and like I said, you know, I should have called over the phone so I could be like, so I would have known what I was getting into.
Yeah.
But like I thought everything was fine, and then for her, because like she would reply normally, she would actually like talk to me through text.
Yeah. So what's up, Adrian? Would she get a second date?
I'm still waiting for her response.
Yeah, dude. So like, all right. So we go through the date, and it's like freaking like sticking nails through my eyes or whatever. And so like I go back, like we finished the main like food or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom again. So I went to go collect myself, and I was just like, all right, you know what? I'll give her like a whole hour's worth of time, you know, just like as a courtesy.
So
you know?
generous.
So I could be like, you know what, like maybe she'll try to open up a little bit more or something like that. And then, you know, like, well, I'll see how it goes from there. You know, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and just like give her an hour of my time at least, you know. So I go back and I ask her like, so, you know, like, would you like some dessert or something like that? No. I was like, all right, we're done here.
Yeah. Waiter.
Yeah. So I was just like, give me the check, please. And so I went to go run some errands afterwards. Like I called him immediately and I told him
How terrible it
how
was.
bad it was. And so like I went to the Apple store to get my fucking computer. Like I think they were like doing something to it. And so I got a message from her. It's like, hey, so, you know, I think our date went well. So I was wondering, you know, if like you'd like to go on another one. I was like, ooh.
Danny the Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Danny the Heartbreaker took over.
And it's one of those things where I could have easily just like ghosted her, but it's just like, don't fucking do that. You know, it's like, it sucks, but just be like, hey, like, I mean, in my mind, I was like, yeah, fuck no.
Her next date, she was probably even more nervous and talked even slower.
Oh,
if that's even possible. Yeah.
But you know, basically, I just made the effort. It's like, okay, it sucks, but I put myself in this position, so it's I gotta at least come clean and just be like, yeah, no, hey, I'm sorry, but no, good luck to you.
Do they, whenever you say like no, do they ever ask why not? Like what was wrong? Did they ever say like, oh, just
give me constructive criticism.
No, yeah, like something like that. Did they ever go like, you know, okay, that's fine, but could you tell me why?
I'm pretty sure if it doesn't go well, you pretty much know what.
Well, I mean, you never know.
I mean, I just told her like, you're just not exactly what I'm looking for.
We're moving at different paces.
And even then, like even aside from that, I think one of the biggest things that was just a definite no was because like it was like before like the new year hit or whatever. I forgot when it was. I think it was like 2019 or whatever. This was the whole pandemic and shit like that. But I asked her like, oh, so like, do you have any like goals or things that you want to achieve or work towards to the next year? She's like, no. And she's like, oh god. Yeah. So it's just like that was already kind of like a
red flag.
Yeah, and then like everything was just like, yeah, no. So like I feel like it had some merit when I was just like, yeah, you're not exactly what I'm looking for either. So with that, it was just like, okay, well, whatever, split. That's it.
Yeah, well, I don't have any bad date, you know, other than like maybe like getting in a fight with like a relationship. But I have a funny Valentine story.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was like whenever like I think I was still like straight out of high school into college, you know, and I was like in a really really bad relationship, but. You know, like, you know, I don't have a lot of money, but we were given like fast food and shit. So I had like extra money to spare. So, you know, one Valentine, you know, you're trying to be romantic with your loved one, you know, yada, yada, yada. So, you know, he set up candles, okay, you know, just imagine, okay, like, how could this go wrong, you know? Yeah. I've already told the story of how I almost burnt my own house down.
Yeah.
So let's continue with
because of Angry Birds, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, you know, we set up like candles. It's supposed to be romantic and nice. I'm at the shitty ass hotel that I can afford, you know. So thank God, you know. All right, let me finish. I'll get to that part. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, pillows gets thrown around. It lands on a fucking candle. And next thing you know, the freaking room is all freaking covered in black smoke. And like, you know, luckily for me, the freaking fire alarms didn't work.
Luckily. Okay.
Because, yeah, I'm like, yo, you fucking put it out, freaking pillow half burnt, just left in the room, and I get the hell out of there.
Okay.
So, yeah, super romantic. Relationship didn't last long after that.
Yeah, I can imagine a firefighter, like an arson investigator, is like, so what was it? Arson? It's like, no, I just did dumbass.
Yeah.
So would you say that's like the coolest gift you've given? What would be the coolest gift you've given? To like
for Valentine's
Day, or just not even for Valentine's, just in general, like to your girlfriend, exes, I suppose, or maybe even a friend.
I received really cool gifts. Like, you know, I'm gonna give them a lot of credit on that. One of them got me a Switch. You know, that was on my birthday though, but it's still a gift.
Yeah.
For Valentine's, the weirdest thing I've ever received was someone got me. Well, it was the same person I almost burned down the hotel with. Gave me like a heart in a jar. Yeah, I think it was like a goat's heart. But
okay.
Yeah.
It's like some a lot ritual or some shit.
No, it's like a taxidermy thing. You know, a lot of people might think it's weird. I thought it was
cool. Do you still have it?
No, we broke up. She took it.
Oh,
yeah. Someone like I don't know if it was my dad or my mom let her back in. We're broken up.
That's my heart.
She came back in. Like she took like half of my vinyls and stuff.
Oh.
You know, and freaking took the heart.
That's crazy.
She probably gave it to some dude
to some other
like carnitas or something. Yeah.
Nah, it was on.
Wow,
I have no clue what the hell that involved me in whatever stuff. It wasn't like it was floating, of course. It wasn't like a dry heart. Yeah. It wasn't that weird. I thought it was pretty cool. It was clever. It's different, you know.
I mean, it's just because it's like an actual organ from an animal. It's just kind of. You're like, I know, Daniel, I know. Yeah. I got
it. It was in display in my room for a long time. Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Was she a biologist at least?
No, she was a psychopath.
That's why. That's why.
Yeah. The storyline from Dexter comes from her.
Nah,
no, I'm just kidding. But I thought it was pretty cool. I'm like, I'm not even gonna crap on it too much because
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
I'm.
you're the
weird,
one who
but,
got
you
it.
know. Yeah.
That's
How
cool.
about you?
I got a llama. It's a pretty cool looking llama.
Yeah,
But I think
that is so fitting with you being Cusco.
I think
and
she
all.
subconsciously knew I looked like Cusco and thought,
Yeah.
llama, looks like him.
Yeah.
I'm forever love that video we posted. He's all like, you said I look like Cusco, so I dressed up as Cusco.
Yeah, just looking at the camera.
Like, isn't that like the color of Cusco's like llama fur or whatever? Like your sweater?
You're always Cusco.
I think I am. I guess again subconsciously. but I think I gave her a cool gift though.
What'd you get her?
So when I went
Your heart?
No, not my car. Wait,
No,
what?
your heart.
Well, Anyway,
Get all depressed.
cut now.
Yeah.
No, but I was gonna say because my ex was a geologist. So when I went to Qatar, it's in
She
the
got you a
desert.
fucking rock.
Yeah. Well, I did. But
That's why she broke up with him, you guys.
yeah, no, but look, it's pretty cool because in Qatar they have a mineral that grows in the desert, and it's in the shape of a rose, and it's called the desert rose.
You showed me pictures of
Right.
that. Yeah,
So and I
that's
thought,
pretty cool.
what a best gift for your girlfriend who's a geologist than a rock that's a rose. So I bought her
See,
that, and I
you,
brought it
you,
from
you
over
see, because
Did she
after
say
you
her gift
explain
rocked?
it, after you explain it,
there. Huh?
Did she say that her gift rocked?
Did she say what?
Her gift rocked.
Oh no, she did not. She should have.
I think okay. The way you explained it sounded lame, but after you like actually get into the story, that's nice.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I mean, again, I was.
Yeah, because they sell pet rocks in the mall.
You could have
They
just
put
given
like
her
googly
that.
eyes on them.
No, I put a picture of the mineral, but I got her one from the
Yeah, 'cause
museum.
I think you showed me the museum that it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
in
so
shape
they
like
have a
that.
museum, like the building. It's shaped like the desert rose.
It looks really, really cool.
I'll put
Danny,
a picture of
another
the
picture.
building too. So yeah. I thought
How
that
about
was
you,
cool, though.
Adrian? Best and worst gift?
What, that I've given or
Given or received?
You know, anything you remember, if they're given or received.
Uh,
that laugh.
That laugh, yeah.
there was one relationship. We had a big ass fight, and so I was like, you know what? Here, just take your fucking makeup and go.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
On Valentine's?
No, it was
Oh,
something.
just it's
on-
different. Yeah.
Let me see.
Wait, so you had gotten her makeup
Yeah.
and you just like take it and leave?
Yeah, like we were going at it. It was like one of those bad fights. It was like, dude, I don't need this. Just here, just take your shit and go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dip. But nah, I'm trying to think. Cause like there was one gift that I got. It was neat. It was like a little like container thing to put shit in, but it was like in the shape of a guitar. It was like, okay, that's neat. And then I got this one cologne. And like shit that I bought her was probably like, I mean, she just wanted fucking makeup. And
Yeah.
All right, well here you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I like. I'm a very, very like crafty, artsy dude. So I've
so
given
you-
out paintings that like
that you
genuinely like I want back
I want them
because
back.
they were so good.
You gotta get in their
Yeah,
house
yeah.
and take them.
Yeah, I've literally like just as of recently, I was like, yo, I'm like, what if I offer them money right now that I have money? I'm not like, what if I just buy them back? But
them
I was
back.
like, ugh. Yeah, no, but I think that'd be like fucked up to do, right?
I mean, unless you get along with them,
Oh no.
yeah, then probably you don't want. You can just redo it
Well, I mean,
and add a little bit of touch to it.
What if she just tells you like she burned them or something?
Yeah, that's the yeah, or sold. Well,
I have a lot of art in here. I'm fine.
Yeah, you get it, yeah, this is true.
Well, on that sad note, I'm like, we're done with our topics today.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank you very much, Love Guru, for your
Yeah.
for your
if
knowledge.
I'm gonna give you a golden rule for the whole dating thing,
Say thank you.
Two of them.
please and thank you.
What?
That's the golden rule.
Please say thank
no,
you.
no. Number one is don't be ugly. I actually have three. If
Get closer to the
Wait,
mic.
when you
Oh,
say
yeah.
don't be ugly, meaning like if you're ugly, don't do it, or like get
No,
your
I
best
mean,
poses.
Don't
Stop
be
doing it.
ugly, as in be attractive.
Okay.
Take
and
it
then,
literal.
Ask yourself. If you're asking yourself if she likes you, the answer is always no. And number three, and probably the biggest one, don't be yourself because you suck. That one is like it's a bit of a joke, but also like if you're a bit on the stupid side, try to like show it little by little. Don't be like, hey, I'm a fucking moron.
I remember.
up front.
I remember we used to always be like, just don't be yourself every time you go on a date.
I mean, there's some merit to it, okay? There's some merit to it.
It's just funny how he comes off full circle. He's like, unfortunately, like we ingrained this in him.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, it's not even like it's a cruel fact of nature, okay?
It was like that one time that we were in the back room, and then I was talking shit up to you, and then Gustavo was like, man, you should build up your friends, you know, like make them feel better about themselves. And I'm like, don't tell me how to treat my friends.
Dude, we were at fucking Walmart.
No, that was back here because then Jose walked in, remember?
No, that was at Walmart.
Well, it doesn't matter. Story still stands.
Still stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Build your friends up so their self-esteem isn't on the floor, and they'll do better.
I mean, it's how you look at life, right?
Yeah, but Adrian, state those your 3 steps one last time for us, real quick.
Okay. Don't be ugly. Be attractive. If you find yourself asking if she likes you,
She doesn't.
she does
doesn't.
not. And then number 3, most importantly, don't be yourself.
Thank you, Adrian.
Show your true self when you get more comfortable.
when you're
with
married.
it.
Okay. Question on the first one: how to be more attractive? So since we have a few more minutes,
Okay.
what you do?
Exercise.
Well, no, but see, here's the thing. One is, obviously improve your physique and everything.
Right,
But
yeah.
the other one is also like what you put as your pictures.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you want some variety on there. You want a picture of your face. You want a picture of your body, and you want pictures of you doing stuff. All right. You don't want to just be like fucking being a bum on the couch or whatever. Like the picture that we took at my place was just like, okay, I'm outside drinking or whatever, and you can tell I was out doing stuff, or it's implied.
Okay.
It'd be a lot of effort to fake having a gathering. But just like, okay, you're drinking a beer, like you're at a bar, you're at a restaurant. I guess shit like that's fine.
Gotcha.
I have athletic inability, so I don't have any sports pictures, but I compensate with my guitar playing.
I've heard a lot of podcasts, and I know like women like genuinely are always saying like don't have a picture with a fish, and I know dudes love posting pictures with fishes.
Oh, like hunting pictures and all that? Yeah,
they don't like them.
Don't do that.
They don't like them.
Do
Yeah,
sorry,
'cause there's
they're
dead
cool. Your
animal
bros might love them, but the girls
I mean,
don't like
there
them.
are some girls who like hunting. They'll probably be the
but
ones
they're
who
like
do
a
that.
freaking
But-
minority.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like a very niche thing.
Right.
Which I guess if you are looking for a girl who likes to hunt,
but
you
it's
would
like-
want to
gotta
show
hope
it.
that
the
the
thing is,
fucking
like-
chick in the niche isn't flooded with a bunch of shit too.
Yeah, for sure.
because then you're competing with all the other fish dudes.
See,
Yeah, so
With Abel.
yeah,
Yeah.
So just like
Yeah,
just
stay away
take that
from
as,
like the dead animals in your pictures.
Yeah.
That's not a good call.
All right, we're down to the last 3 minutes, so let's just close it up.
Okay.
close it
All
up.
right, you guys, thank you for joining us once again.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed today's. I think today's podcast. I mean, they're all.
Because
dope,
Danny's
but-
just like taking down meticulous
I'm gonna
notes.
watch this
Yeah.
thing like 50 times.
Yeah. Next time he comes on here, it's like, bro, I've been on like 7 dates.
75
If your
days.
comment section is like, oh, asking more questions, or if they have any more questions for me, or they want more tips,
Yeah.
they fucking tell me and
Yeah,
we'll follow
like, shut
up
up.
with a video.
Adrian has been the first person to come back twice. No, Sylvia was.
Sylvia
then
was.
then Adrian. And he'll come back a third
He'll
time.
come
Plain
back
simple.
again. Yeah.
Eric got his 10 likes. He'll be back.
Eric got his 10 likes to be back.
Danny was like, if you get 10 likes, you'll be back.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
So
Don't forget to follow us on
All
Instagram,
socials.
social medias. You can listen to this podcast in many different places. So wherever you are, put it on.
and
listen
last
to
but
it.
not least, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Share it with the world.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Would you let us out with a piece, like just gel out piece somehow?
Look into your camera and just say peace.
Peace.
Out.
You know the rules, and so do I.
There you go.
Oh God, it's recording.
There goes the blooper.
Yes.